As we bring you JV basketball action, boys basketball action that is tonight, here at Hawley Gymnasium between the Ludington Orioles and the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors. We will be bringing you the JV game. That'll be tipping off here in about a little over 3 minutes. And about 15, 20 minutes after the conclusion of the JV game, we will have both the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM bringing you varsity action between the Orioles and the Warriors here from Venerable Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles on the play-by-play call, joined right now by Braden Kronline, who is the OSN technical engineer. And also we will have Julia Havman as our OSN camera woman. We want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, the exclusive pregame sponsor of Oriole Sports. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole Sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937 and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. And also a big shout out to Pierre Marquette Builders, the exclusive starting lineup sponsor here on the Oriole Sports Network. PM Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. And here are your starting lineups. First for the visiting Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors. At the guards, number 22, Fisher Campbell, number 24, Cody Folkma, and number 25, Caleb Teachma. Forwards are number 30, Jones Dutton, and number 15, Kevin Jackson. For the Ludington Orioles, coached by Jamie Sykon, assisted by Les Johnson, Derek Eaton, and Nick Patterson. Starting at the point guard, number 4, Gage Jones. The other guards, number 12, Daniel Ramirez, and number 30, Robbie Killips. The forward tonight, number 23, Joe Benz. And the starting center for the Orioles tonight, number 11, Derek Dunsel. All of the Orioles are sophomores. Being joined right now by Braden Kronline, our technical engineer. Other action going on in the area tonight. And boys JV basketball, varsity basketball, Manistee Catholic at Manistee. Mason County Central at Hart. The Manistee Catholic Manistee tips off at 5:30. Mason County Central at Hart tips off at 6 p.m. Girls JV varsity basketball. Our Orioles are at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. JV game will tip off at 5:30. Manistee at Muskegon Catholic. That tips off at 5:30. Mason County Eastern at Big Rapids Crossroads tipping off at 6 p.m. Manistee Catholic at Baldwin at 6 p.m. and Brethren at Pentwater at 6 p.m. That's all girls JV and varsity basketball action. Competitive cheer, Ludington at the CCCM Granville Invite. That began at 5 p.m. Hockey also, the Lakeshore Badgers are at Grand Rapids Northview. Tomorrow, Mason County Eastern at Big Rapids Crossroads in bowling action. Boys varsity swimming tomorrow, Ludington and Manistee at Northview Invite at 12 noon. Hockey tomorrow, Lakeshore at Northview, and wrestling, Scottville Optimist Invitational. Ludington at Mason County Central, 9 a.m. Manistee at Frankenmuth, also at 9 a.m. That's a look at the area sports schedule for tonight and tomorrow. The starting lineups being introduced right now. And again, a big thank you to House of Flavors Manufacturing and PM Builders. PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor here on the Oriole Sports Network. As always, the Oriole Sports Network bringing you the JV games that we do broadcast telecast this year, and then we'll be collaborating with WMOM for the varsity games. Our next broadcast telecast after tonight will be next week right back here at Hawley Gym on the 14th. That'll be Tuesday, December 14th, and the Orioles will host the Benzie Central Huskies in boys varsity basketball action. We'll hopefully be receiving reports later tonight from Sarah Laird as far as how our girls JV and girls varsity teams are doing. We've tipped off here at Hawley Gym boys JV basketball action. Ludington won the tip, and they are now in possession of the ball and driving to the lane and getting the basket. Give it to Daniel Ramirez. Ludington up 2-0 off the opening tip-off. 7:37 to go in this opening quarter. Ludington in their white jerseys, brown lettering and numerals trimmed in orange. Muskegon Western Michigan Christian green jerseys, a little bit of gray in there in those jerseys, and white lettering and white numerals. And now we have a basket scored by the Warriors, number 15, Kevin Jackson, and he is fouled, and he will go to the line and try to complete the three-point play. Free throw attempt, no good. Rebound to Robbie Killips. Ludington on the fly. Ben's shot, no good, just underlaid it right there. 7:16 to go in this opening quarter. Ludington 2, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 2. Now there's a deflection and Ludington with the basketball. Nice pass. Ramirez shot up and in. Give the assist right there to Gage Jones and give the basket to Daniel Ramirez, and he's got 4 quick points, and the Orioles up 4-2 with 6:58 to go in the opening quarter. Muskegon Western Michigan Christian on the attack. Nice bounce pass. Shot is up, no good right there. And that was a nice pass there from Fisher Campbell. Basket would not go, though, and here come the Orioles. Gage Jones with it in the lane. Now he'll dish it. Three-point attempt by Benz, no good. Rebound to Kevin Jackson. Now there's an Oriole steal, and stealing it, Ramirez. His shot up, no good. Tipped right there, and now we're going to have a foul called, I believe, on the Orioles, Joe Benz. And we have a Muskegon Western Michigan Christian player a little shaken up down there. And that player is Caleb Teachma. Foul was called on the Orioles, Joe Benz. Checking into the Warriors lineup, number 10, to Colin Vlasma. We have a line violation, I believe. Let's see here. Oh, no, we're going to have a foul called on the Orioles, Joe Benz. So he's picked up 2 quick fouls in the last 10 seconds or so. Ludington is up 4-2, 6:30 to go in this opening quarter. I'd like to thank all of the Oriole fans who are tuned in watching this JV game, and all of the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian fans as well. Welcome to the Oriole Sports Network. Now the ball is deflected out of bounds and last touched by a Warrior, and the Orioles have it back. 6:21 to go, opening quarter. Ludington 4, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 2. Robbie Killips with it. Ramirez goes baseline now. Three-point attempt on the way, no good there. Missed by Ryan Kandelek, who's checked into the Oriole lineup. Kandelek wears number 3, and with it now for the Warriors is number 22, Fisher Campbell. He'll give it over to Colin Vlasma. Now there's another Oriole steal, and we're going to have a foul called on the Warriors, number 15, Kevin Jackson. The big news for Muskegon Western Michigan Christian and their varsity team, their star player, Owen Varnado, a senior this year, will not be playing tonight. He is injured with a broken collarbone, so he is out. And he is a tremendous ball player. That's a huge loss for Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. Now here's a steal by the Warriors. Orioles with a 2-point lead, 4-2. Nice move in the lane. Shot up and in, and give the basket there to Colin Vlasma. Killips down the lane, no good, and now he's going to draw the foul. And hopefully Robbie can stay out of foul trouble that plagued him in the opening game. He picked up 4 first-half fouls. 5:23 to go in this opening quarter. We got a tie game between Ludington and Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. I was talking to Robbie's dad, Rob Killips, before the game. There's a basket by the Warriors, number 15, Kevin Jackson. And I was teasing Rob about, I said, well, first off, I was impressed with Robbie. And he goes, yeah, he got More of my Uncle Dave. Dave was a really good athlete at Ludington, and all the Killips were good athletes, but they were more geared towards tennis, where Dave Killips was a star football player. He was a very good basketball player. In fact, he was just elected recently to the Mason County Sports Hall of Fame. There's a basket by Takalin Vlasma, and the Warriors out to an 8-4 lead with 4:40 to go in this opening quarter. Gage Jones, nice move, shot up, no good. In and out, and with the rebound for the Warriors, number 24, Cody Folkma. Now over to Takalin Vlasma. Vlasma still with it. His shot, no good. Rebound to Ryan Kandelik. Kandelik had Ramirez. Now to Killips, and Killips with the left hand gets the bucket. Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 8, Ludington 6, 4:08 to go in this opening quarter. There's a shot on the way, off the mark right there by Fisher Campbell. Now the Orioles are bringing it back. Daniel Ramirez has it. Ramirez down the lane, and he's going to draw the foul. Boy, a nice burst of speed right there by Daniel Ramirez. Braden, who's got the headset on now.
I'm here now.
Yeah. He's doing some, I'll try not to bother you too much. I see you're doing some technical work over there right now.
No, it's all good. I'm about done.
I was just talking, Braden, how I was talking to Rob Killips, Mr. Rob Killips, the teacher.
Yep.
And talking about the game the other night. And he goes, well, Robbie will be just fine if he can stay out of foul trouble.
That is true.
Picked up those 4 fouls in the first half last week. Okay, with the ball is William Richardson, who's checked into the game. He wears number 55. Ball deflected out of bounds, and the Orioles will retain possession. 3:50 to go in the opening quarter. Orioles trail by 2, 8-6. Kandelek will get it in to Killips. Killips in the paint. Now back. Kandelek three-pointer. No good. Ball kept alive there. Robbie Killips saves it. Back now to Kandelek to Killips. Killips will fake the three. Now he'll give the ball up to Ramirez. He'll work it to Kandelek. Kandelek, nice entry pass to Richardson. Back to Killips. Three-point attempt up and good. Robbie Killips, nice, great ball movement there by the Orioles. They got a great rhythm three, and Killips drains the three. Ludington back on top, 9-8 with 3:17 to go in the opening quarter. Now there's a steal by Robbie Killips. Killips to the hoop. Beautiful move, and he gets the bucket. Nice delayed very nice delay there by Robbie Killips. He gets the bucket, and he's got 7 first quarter points, and his Orioles lead by 3. Now there's a steal by Killips. Killips shot no good, but he's fouled, and now he'll shoot 2. Boy, Robbie Killips, the last 20, 30 seconds has really provided a spark for the Orioles here.
Yes, he has. Let's just hope he stays out of foul trouble, and I think we'll continue to see that.
Well, he's only got 1 so far.
Yep.
That's a good sign.
Yep.
And he leads the Orioles with 7 points in this first quarter. Free throw up and no good. A little too much on that first free throw attempt. Killips with 7 and 4 for Daniel Ramirez. And now checking into the Oriole lineup, number 21, Jack Stidham. For the Warriors, 4 points for Takalin Vlasma and 4 for Kevin Jackson. Also checking in for the Warriors, number 14, Lucas Dick. Killips, second attempt. Good. With the ball is Lucas Dick. His pass, a little much right there, out of bounds, will be Oriole basketball. Interesting, Braden, how we just, not about 30 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago, how we got the WMOM equipment.
Yep.
And usually I'll go down to the station and pick it up, but I had a couple of obligations. I couldn't get down there this afternoon. So I figured Chris would be here. You know, he's a public address announcer.
Right.
But apparently the Hummer wouldn't start, and he had a state police escort. Is that correct? Or state?
I believe that was correct, yeah.
Wow, okay. So
he was riding with him.
So the WMOM equipment delivered in a state trooper's cruiser?
That's correct.
Okay. We've got it, folks. Okay.
Yep.
Just when you can't get UPS or...
Just call it troopers.
Yeah. Free throws up and in there by Gage Jones, his first point of the ball game. The Orioles lead 13-8. UPS, or I should say, or FedEx.
Or FedEx.
Or FedEx, true. Exactly. Yep. So.
Or the Postal Service, for that matter.
Gage Jones, second attempt, in and out, no good. Rebound to the Warriors, number 30, and that's Jones Dutton. Ludington up 13-8, 2:35 to go. There's a steal by Robbie Killips.
There's another one.
Killips, 3-on-1 break for the Warriors. Oh, Killips, his pass a little too bunt, or he actually threw behind Jack Stidham right there. They had a 3-on-1 fast break right there, and just they got ahead of themselves just a little bit there. Shout out to Elsie Keeson, who is watching the Orioles. Big Oriole fan. And, of course, the Higgins, Rochelle, and Ella watching from Carlisle, Arkansas. There's a basket by the Warriors. And Ludington wants and gets a timeout. Ludington leads 13-10, 2:17 remaining in this first quarter. And we are going to tell you about one of our wonderful sponsors, Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. If you do end up with a scrape, if you're an offender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, call Mike Benedict, 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, located at 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. And this time of year, Braden, you know very well that cold weather out there, and especially the last few days, it's been very, very slippery. I know a couple times yesterday my brakes locked up, and I was lucky, no accidents or anything, but I was just talking to Lori Smith just a little bit ago, and she said, hey, Scoop, did you have a little problem making that corner yesterday? I said, how do you know? She goes, I was the car watching you.
Oh, okay.
I said, yeah, I got to one point, and I said, I'm not even going to attempt to make the turn here, so I just kept going down Jababi.
Right.
Yep. It's trying to turn on to Johnson Road. Orioles with the basketball. Killips now over to Gage Jones. Gage in the paint. He'll dish it now. Williamson back out. Ramirez, three-pointer, no good. A long rebound to the Warriors. Coming away with it, number 22, Fisher Campbell. Campbell all the way. Shot, no good. Rebound, Ramirez. Orioles up by 3, 13. Beautiful pass by Ramirez. Up and in. Jack Stidham with the basket on a beautiful assist there to Daniel Ramirez. He led him with a gorgeous pass. And the Orioles now have a 5-point lead, 15-10. And that wasn't just your run-of-the-mill pass right there either, Braden.
That was a Hail Mary over the shoulder.
That was a long pass right there. Orioles on a steal. Williamson inside, shot no good, in and out. And now the Warriors have it, and Fisher Campbell with the ball. Ludington up by 5, 15-10. Now with it, number 4, Charlie Bursma. Now a traveling violation called on the Warriors. Into the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian lineup, number 12, Matthew Bradford Royal. And in for the Orioles, number 10, Trey Keeson. And also reporting back in, number 3, Ryan Kandelek. 1:05 to go in this opening quarter. Ludington 15, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 10. Keeson, his shot, no good. I'm sorry, that was Jack Stidham with the shot. Just a little off the mark, and here come the Warriors, and that's Fisher Campbell. Campbell now will give it up to Matthew Bradford Royal. His shot up, no good. Rebound to Kandelek. Kandelek, 42 seconds to go. He'll give it to Williamson, now to Keeson. Keeson, Gage Jones. Back to Keeson. Kandelek. 30 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Gage Jones, and now he's going to draw the foul.
We had some great passing going on.
Some really good passing. And again, this is just the second game of the season, so to see this crisp passing like this is a great sign.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we saw in their opening game on Tuesday, as well as our varsity. That was a really, really awesome varsity basketball game.
That was a great game. It came all the way down to the wire.
On Tuesday night between two really, really talented teams there in Western Michigan, the Ludington Orioles and the Muskegon Reese Puffer Rockets. Expect both big things from both teams this year. I expect both teams to make deep runs in March, too.
Oh, yeah.
There's a nice move there by Jack Stidham. No good, but he's hacked, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. 20 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Ludington 15, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 10. Stidham's first free throw is up and good. Jack Stidham has 3 first quarter points. To Colin Vlasma checks back into the Warriors lineup. as Jack Stidham takes aim on his second shot there from the charity stripe. It's up and it's in and out, no good. Rebound to Andrew Brink, who's checked into the lineup for the Warriors. 13 seconds to go. There's a baseline runner right there, no good. Offensive rebound, up and in, and give the basket there to Jones Dutton. 4 seconds to go. Orioles with a 4-point lead, 16-12. Three-pointer off the mark, and there's the buzzer. And at the end of one from Hawley Gym, your score, the Ludington Orioles 16, the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors 12. Back in 60 seconds here on the Orioles Sports Network.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, along with Braden Kronlein, our OSN technical engineer. He's doing a little color commentary with me during this JV game. And Julia Havman, our OSN camera woman. The Ludington Orioles and the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors. Shout out to Aaron Johnson, says looking good O's, watching snowed in from Farmington, Minnesota. And a shout out to my class of 1984 classmate, Tim Tarkington, the uncle of Ludington Oriole, Peyton Lacombe. Muskegon Western Michigan Christian with the basketball. Ludington has a 4-point lead, 7:42 to go in this opening half. With the ball for the Warriors, Charlie Bergsma. Now they'll get it inside, and getting the bucket for the Warriors, number 30, Jones Dutton. Give him 4 points.
Oh,
now there's a pass right there for the Orioles. It's Candelek. Now they'll give it to Gage Jones down the lane. Little runner. Good. Gage Jones. Nice move right there. Ludington up 18-14. 7:16 to go in this second quarter. 3 points in this opening half for Gage Jones. 4 for Ramirez. 3 for Stidham. And Robbie Killips with 8. There's a drive shot up, no good there by Charlie Bergsma. And here comes Trey Keeson with it for the Orioles. Keeson, he'll give it up now. Gage Jones. Jones, nice move, and he'll get the bucket. Ludington, thank you there.
Yep.
Not only is he, there's a steal, Gage Jones shot, no good, but he's fouled. Not only is Braden Kronlein, an awesome technical engineer, but he keeps me in line in many, many different ways, folks, that you'll never know about. And right now, my cord to my headset just got tangled up around the chair, around the rollers on the chair here. Thank you, Braden, very much for getting that untangled. All right, so we have Gage Jones at the free throw line. First shot is no good. Ludington up 20-14. Actually, while you were fixing that, Gage Jones got a bucket, so Ludington should have 22.
Oh.
I just double-checked what I had down here on the score sheet, too. So, second free throw is up and in there by Gage Jones. He has 6 points in this first half. 4 for Ramirez.
So is it 23 or 21?
Let's see here. We've got 2, 4, 6 for Jones, 4 for Ramirez, so that's 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, and 19, 20, 21. I've got 21. Yeah.
Right, okay.
There we go. So you actually didn't miss, did you?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. See, never trust my math, Braden, and you should know that. You worked with me for long enough now to know that my math skills are, I guess you would say, And that's pushing it, marginal. All right,
okay, I'm not a math guy.
Ludington up 21-14, 6:29 to go. I'm going to just double check right now. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 21. Okay. At the line for the Warriors, number 31, Danny Matt. His first shot up and in. Second shot, no good. Ludington up 21-15. 6:26 to go in the second quarter. Robbie Killups on the attack for the Orioles. He'll give it now to Trey Keeson. Keeson over to Daniel Ramirez. Ramirez in the paint. He'll dish it now to Keeson. He'll fake the three, and he'll go in the lane. Shot up, no good. Just a little bit too hard there. He tried to kiss it off the glass. And here comes Colin Vlasma. His shot up and good. And Vlasma is fouled as well. The foul is called on the Orioles, Ryan Kandelek.
Personal foul number 3, Ryan Kandelek. That's his first and the team's second.
Actually, no basket on that, but to Vlasma, so that basket did not count. So it's still 21-15. Vlasma will fake the three. In the lane now, he'll dish it back. There's a steal by Trey Keeson. Keeson on the attack. Trey Keeson still with it now. He'll dish it to Ramirez. Back out to Robbie Killups. Killups now to Kandelek. Three-pointer. Good!
That was quite a deep three-pointer.
A deep three-pointer. That came from Staffen Street. Ludington 24, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 15. There's a steal by Kandelek. Kandelek, and his shot up and good. Very smart right there. Kandelek went actually a little reverse layup right there. He was anticipating the foul. No foul called, but he does get the bucket, and the Orioles up 26-15. There's a three-pointer to the Warriors, Fisher Campbell. 26-18, 5:21 to go in this opening half. Coach Jamie Sycon wants and gets a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, and we're going to stay right here and tell you about some more of our great sponsors, beginning with the Crown and Cork, open Tuesday through Thursday, 4:30 to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturdays, 4:30 to 10 p.m. Everything made with fresh and when possible with locally sourced ingredients. Crown and Cork is located at 502 West Loomis across from the Ludington Marina. Shout out as well to Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. And Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. Reminder for the varsity game tonight that Jared Collins, former Ludington football player, basketball player, who's on that state runner-up team in 2017, a starter on that team, he'll be making his debut as a color commentary man for tonight's varsity game. Robbie Killups with it. Killups, nice move. Shot is, no good, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot two. Boy, Robbie Killups has got that delayed step down right there, Braden, and it's can really throw defenses off right there.
Yeah. He definitely makes some big moves on the offense, and it usually ends up in a score or drawing a foul.
Yeah. He gets the shoulders going one way, the body going the other way, and it's all within the limits because he's not taking more than his two steps. He's at the free throw line right now. The first shot, good. Nine points in the first half for Robbie Killups. Ludington leads 27-18. Shout out to Trish Forfinski as Robbie Killups gets his second free throw. And Trish, boy, she's a member of your fan club, isn't she? She said, love the Braden. Hey, you know what, Trish? We do too. Thad Shank, our OSN executive director, producer, and myself, we're big fans of Braden as well. He is our MVP. There's a shot there, no good by Joe Benz.
That was a good save there by WMC.
Yeah, there was. Ludington is up 28-18, 10-point Oriole lead, as Killups ended up getting both of those free throws. And now the Orioles will get the ball right back. Ludington led 16-12 at the end of the first quarter of play. with the ball for the Orioles, number 4, their point guard, Gage Jones. Jones will dish it now to Daniel Ramirez, now to Benz, to Killips. Gage Jones in the lane, his shot blocked, but apparently the Warrior player got a little bit too much there of the body of Gage Jones, and Gage Jones will go to the free throw line. First shot, no good. Foul is called on the Warriors, number 21 or 31, Danny Matt. Second attempt, no good. Rebound fought for. Joe Benz with the board. Benz pass, not able to be saved there by Daniel Ramirez. Back into the Warriors lineup, number 30, Jones Dutton. Fisher Campbell has it for Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. And I apologize. I've been calling Jones Dutton. It's actually Jonas Dutton. So my apologies on that. Jonas Dutton has 4 first half points for the Warriors. At the free throw line, number 22, Fisher Campbell. 4:12 to go in this opening half. The Orioles with a 10-point lead, 28-18. Free throw shot, no good. Rebound, Robbie Killips. Killips will get the ball ahead there to Kandelek. His shot, no good. Underlaid it, and ball is out of bounds. It'll be West Michigan Christian basketball. Kevin Jackson checks back into the lineup for the Warriors. He wears number 15. Muskegon Western Michigan Christian, coached by Tyler Ray. Lasma with it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Oriole basketball. And a nice job there by Derek Dunsel.
And Daniel Ramirez.
And Daniel Ramirez. Coach Tyler Ray was not very happy with the officials' call on that. Killips. Oh, nice pass. Dunsel shot. Good! Derek Dunsel with the basket on a crisp clothesline. That was an actual frozen rope right there of a pass from Robbie Killips. Ludington now up 30-18, and now Ryan Kandelek's going to be called for the foul. Talked last night, Braden, with your good friend, Trey Forfinski. Seems to be in very good spirits. Yep. I talked to him. I came in and did an interview with Dylan Eaton for our future Player in the Spotlight halftime show, Safe Harbor Credit Union, and talked with Trey. And, of course, you know how I have my issues with the Gilchrist twins getting mixed up.
Yep.
And now I've done it once earlier this year. 2 free throws right there for Fisher Campbell, and the score now 30-20. The Orioles with a 10-point lead. How I've made a mistake with both David Sunshine Schillinger and Cole Anthus.
Yep.
Well, I've done it a few times with both Dylan Eaton and Trey Forfinski.
Yep. They do look pretty similar.
Yeah.
Especially with the hair and everything.
Well, I was here to interview Dylan last night. Trey walked out first. I said, "Are you ready for your interview?" He goes, yeah. And I said, okay, I was just waiting for, I saw that Trey was in there, and he scooped, I'm Trey. He was right behind me, and I said, oh my gosh. Well, Dylan was in with Coach Shank at the time.
Okay.
Everybody got a big laugh out of it, though.
Yep.
All right, there's a shot there by Kandelek, no good. And here come the Warriors. 3 minutes to go in this opening half. The Orioles lead by 10, 30-20. They were up 16-12 at the end of 1. Fisher Campbell with it. And now a foul is going to be called on the Orioles. They're going to call that one on Kandelek. Belay my last on Daniel Ramirez.
There's been a lot of fouls called in this first half.
Yes, there have. Both teams are just one away from being in the double bonus right now. At the line for the Warriors, 22, Fisher Campbell. His free throw, no good. Rebound, however, to Jonas Dutton. And I believe he's going to be fouled. And that foul, was that Ramirez again picking up a foul?
So.
Oh, that was a boy. You don't want to. Coach Sycon doesn't want to see that. Yeah, that was his third foul, Daniel Ramirez. So Jonas Dutton at the free throw line. And the Orioles are now, or the Warriors in the double bonus.
Do you know what Daniel did there?
I didn't see it. I looked down for just a half a second and I missed it.
I was watching it and I really didn't see much there, but.
Into the Oriole lineup, number 10, Trey Keeson, number 55, William Richardson. Into the Warriors lineup, number 32, Andrew Brink. Second attempt for Jonas Dutton. It's up and no good. Long rebound right there. And it's batted out of bounds. With it, coming down with it was Fisher Campbell, but Robbie Killips was wreaking some havoc over there, and he caused some disruption, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Oriole basketball. Gage Jones with it now to Killips. Over to Jack Stidham. Now to Keeson. Keeson to Richardson. He'll go in the paint. Now he'll kick it back to Killips. Killips fakes the three. Over to Gage Jones. Gage Jones back to Robbie Killips. 2:25 to go in this opening half. Ludington up 30-20. Three-point attempt on the way. Good! Give it to Gage Jones. Draining the three. Nothing but net right there. And Ludington now with a 33-20 lead with 2:10 to go in the second quarter. Fisher Campbell. Shot up. No good. Rebound underneath to Andrew Brink. Three-point attempt is going to be, three-pointer was good, but it's not going to count as Fisher Campbell was called for the travel. 1:56 to go in the second quarter. Ludington 33, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 20. Three-point attempt by Keeson. In and out, no good. That ball was halfway down there, Braden. Okay, Jennifer Lee says, thank you, announcers, for doing a great job. Love that I can watch my neighbor, Gage Jones from Muskegon. Oh, my nephew, yes. I just had my eye test. I don't know why. I just said nephew, not neighbor. Okay, my neighbor, nephew, there we go. There's a shot up and in by the Warriors to Colin Vlasma. We got it right. So, nephew.
Yep.
Yes. Want to again thank all the Oriole fans that are tuned into the Oriole Sports Network, as all of the Warrior fans who are tuned in as well. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoy this live stream from the Oriole Sports Network of this boys JV game between the Orioles of Ludington and the Warriors of Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. One free throw is good. Ludington's up 33-22. Three-point attempt up and
beautiful.
Good! Trey Keeson from the far baseline drains the three, and the Orioles now lead 36-22. The Orioles are getting those rhythm threes, Braden.
Yep. That was definitely a great play. They brought it up after a fast break and then
just
got
a sweet swish right there. Nothing but net for Trey Keeson. Now Trey Keeson with the steal, and he is fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot two, as both teams are in the double bonus. Orioles outscored the Warriors 16-12 in the first quarter.
Personal foul to number 22.
Foul called on the Warriors, Fisher Campbell.
Correction, that is his second and team's 10.
Keeson's free throw is good.
Checking in for West Michigan, number 4,
Charlie Bursma checks into the Warrior lineup. He wears number 4. Orioles up 37-22. Trey Keeson's second attempt up and in and out, no good. Rebound batted away there. Robbie Killips bats the ball away, but now we're going to have a foul. Boy, that was a cheapie there he just picked up.
Yeah.
Robbie Killips picks up his second foul, and
He didn't touch him very much. He barely touched him there.
but as a player, you have to know how tight the refs are calling this game, and they are calling it very tight both ways right now.
Yep.
So you have to make those adjustments.
Yep.
Orioles up 37-22. 1:11 to go in the opening half. Free throw up and in there by Takalin Vlasma. 7 points in this first half for Vlasma. Danny Mott checks back into the Warriors lineup. Second shot no good. Rebound to the Orioles, William Richardson. Now over to Gage Jones. 1:03 to go. Nice move, Gage Jones. His shot, no good.
Double dribble.
Yeah, well, he
dribble?
came back. Actually, he came back in, but when he got the ball, he was out of bounds still. So that'll be turned over to Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. Orioles up 37-23, 52 seconds to go in the opening half. Love the hustle of this Oriole team. They are all over the court. They're smothering Muskegon Western Michigan Christian.
On the offensive end, too, they're playing just the same pace.
You know, Coach Shank, who's sitting down there now, he's got to love watching this. Watching the JV team here, coached by Coach Sykon. Shot no good there by Jonas Dutton. However, the putback is up and in there by Danny Mott. 21 seconds to go. Orioles up 37-25. 12-point Oriole lead. Gage Jones with it. He looks over to Coach Sykon. There's a shot put up. Jack Stidham, no good. Rebound, Stidham had it momentarily. Matthew Bradford Royal with it. 7 seconds to go to the hoop. Shot no good, overlaid. Tip no good. Fought for. 2 seconds to go. They won't get a shot off, and there's the buzzer. And your score at the half from Hawley Gymnasium. The Ludington Orioles, 37. The Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors, 25. Back in 2 minutes here on the Orioles Sports Network.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch.
This is Kyle, Executive Vice President with Safe Harbor Credit Union. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value. Being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success, and we belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, Braden Kronline, Julia Havman, the OSN team with you. Ludington leads Muskegon Western Michigan Christian at the break, 37-25. By the way, Braden, were you able to catch? I'm usually pretty good at doing that. I did not catch a final score in the freshman game. Did Ludington win?
Yes, Ludington did. Yes, Ludington did win.
Okay, thank you. I
wasn't sure on the score.
Yeah, we were between getting the equipment from the state trooper and Chris and getting harassing the Western Michigan Christian JV coach, which we actually do have.
We have their roster.
We have their roster, but we wrote it down. So they did win, though. So the Ludington freshmen do win, coached by the one and only microwave, Dante Vella. We will do our best to get a final score for you on that, but we know that they did win, so congratulations on that. Right here at the break, Ludington leads 37-25. And right now the scoring Ludington did outscore Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 16-12 in the first quarter and 21-13 in the second quarter. Individual scoring for the Orioles, 5 points for Ryan Kandelek. Gage Jones with a big first half. He had 9. 4 for Trey Keeson, 2 for Derek Dunsel, 4 for Daniel Ramirez, 3 for Jack Stidham, and a big first half as well for Robbie Killips, who had 7, 8, 9, 10 first half points. Shout out to Safe Harbor Credit Union, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union, the exclusive halftime show sponsor of the Ludington Orioles. Make sure you tune in to tonight's varsity game, which will be coming to you both on the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. And our Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight will be the Orioles' big guy, their aircraft carrier, Peyton Lacombe. And you want to stay tuned for that and listen to that. We got talking a little bit about his commitment, his full ride scholarship to Michigan Tech. And we talked a little bit about that, and I know he's excited about that, but he's also happy to have that process finished. He can just enjoy his senior year of basketball. Yep. That's a huge thing for any student.
Yeah, that is a huge thing, because especially now, like you said, he can just relax, play the game, and have fun.
Exactly. So that'll be at halftime of the boys' game. Also, Braden, while we're at it, let's talk a little bit about that great new feature that you had a lot to do with for the Oriole Sports Network this year.
Well, we're on YouTube now, as well as Facebook still. And if you don't want to be on Facebook, you can hop over to YouTube and watch on there. And we'll be on there for all the streams we stream on Facebook.
You know, so there is no excuse whatsoever for Ludington Oriole fans out there to say, hey, it's so hard to get coverage of our Orioles. Now, granted, tonight the girls' game, we can only be at one place, but we are going to be getting reports from Sarah Laird, and she's going to be giving us scores at the end of the quarters. In fact, we've got one already from her. Our Ludington girls JV team playing tonight at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian is up 17-9 at the half. So big thank you to Sarah Laird for reporting that to us, and that's great news right there. Ludington girls up 17-9. They're coached by Dan Mesher at a tough place to win. Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. So, and as I was alluding to, if we're doing the game, you're going to be getting the JV game on the Oriole Sports Network and YouTube.
Yep. Facebook page and YouTube. Yep.
And you're going to be getting the varsity game on the Oriole Sports Network, YouTube, and various ways on WMOM.
Yep, that is correct.
And we will be giving updates. Whether if we're covering the girls' game, we'll be giving updates to the boys' game. I have my sources and some good people out there who have volunteered this year, whether it's Sarah Laird, whether it's Tammy Banstra, or whether it is Michael Lacombe when the boys are out of town. We will be giving those reports as we receive them. Right here, JV boys basketball action at the half. Ludington up 37-25. We're going to step aside for 2 minutes here on the Oriole Sports Network, a bird's eye view of local sports. Stay tuned, O's fans.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We invite you to come and experience our casual fine dining with little wait. We feature craft cocktails and an extensive wine selection. Our seasonally changing menu showcases a variety of influences, but highlights what the Great Lakes and Mason County farmers have to offer. Bring your entire family. We encourage your children to explore our play area while waiting for food from our kid-approved menu. We're open Tuesday through Thursday from 4:30 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 4:30 to 10 p.m. We're located at 502 West Loomis across from the Ludington Marina. Dueling pianos are here once per month. Check our Facebook page for more details and for this month's specials. We look forward to seeing you at Crown and Cork soon.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables. Anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future projects. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium, where the Ludington Orioles lead the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors in JV boys basketball action, 37-25 at the half. Our girls are up 17-9 at the half at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian, and that score courtesy of Sarah Laird. You know, talking about Peyton Lacombe, we were talking about him a little bit, Braden. Peyton Lacombe, and I started his dunkometer back in his freshman year. Evan Cruzy. Oh, no, that's Trey. That's Trey. I was thinking Evan Cruzy. Boy, oh, boy, I really need to go see Dr. Branning and get my glasses checked. Trey, our former cameraman, up to say hello. Good to see you, buddy. Trey, yeah, no doubt about it. Have fun tonight. Watching the game. Peyton Lacombe, I really didn't start it his freshman year, but I've kept track of every dunk he's had during his varsity playing career. It really became a thing later his sophomore year, the Peyton Lacombe dunkometer. Well, he had one dunk his freshman year. He had 10 dunks his sophomore year. He had 10 dunks last year, and he opened up this season with a thunderous one-hand stuff here at Hawley on Tuesday night against Muskegon Reese Puffer. So he's had 22 career dunks, and that Peyton Lacombe 2021-22 dunkometer activated in the very first game. A lot of fans out there, or I should say a lot of Oriole folks, big fans of that Peyton Lacombe dunkometer. We hope to keep it rolling tonight.
Yeah, all those dunks, that's pretty crazy for a high school career. 22?
22.
That's pretty
22
good.
Going into tonight's game. We'll let you folks know about the OSN broadcast schedule as well, OSN WMOM broadcast schedule as the night progresses here. But right now we're back to action as the second half has begun. Muskegon Western Michigan Christian with the basketball. There's a move in the lane, shot up, no good there by the Warriors' Cody Folkma. And now Robbie Killips has the ball for Ludington. And Killips, I believe, is going to, yes, he's going to be fouled by the Warriors' Caleb Teachma. Orioles up 37-25, just underway here in the second half.
Personal foul, number 25, Caleb Teachma. That is his first.
Killips with it. Robbie Killips, I think they're going to get an offensive foul. Yes, indeed. Robbie Killips tried going around one of the Warrior players right there, and he couldn't get around him. He had to use a little bit of the arm right there, and he's called for it. And again, you have to adjust. These officials are calling this game very tight.
Yeah, they are.
Both ways. So you can't fault, if they're calling it this way, you have to adjust to it.
Right.
And they're calling it both ways. All right, with the ball, Jonas Dutton. Dutton now over to Caleb Teachma. There's a steal. Gage Jones. And, just a little bit too much right there for Daniel Ramirez. Ramirez, a tough kid. He's a football player. And it looked like he was going to try to go right through that wall right there, Braden.
Yeah, he needed a lot of hustle to get to that ball if he was going to get there. And he had a lot of hustle.
Yeah,
but
well, it's a good thing that wall's padded right there, too.
Yep.
All right, the Orioles up 37-25, 7:02 to go. There's a shot missed there by the Warriors. And Gage Jones down the lane. He's going to be called for a double dribble violation there.
You don't see that often much anymore.
No. And some officials will let that go more than others. 6:54 to go in this third quarter. There's a steal. Gage Jones with the steal ahead to Robbie Killips. And, Killips was looking one way. The ball was laid ahead of him, but it was to his left, and the Warriors on the steal. Fisher Campbell. Now over to Cody Folkma. Folkma, Jonas Dutton. Now to Teachma, and there's a steal. Ramirez has it. Daniel Ramirez. Now over to Robbie Killips. See the Orioles slowing things down here a little bit. You heard Coach Sykon just slow things down, guys. Nice pass inside there to Benz. And Benz, instead of taking the good shot, tried to get it over to Dunsel for a great shot. And Dunsel just couldn't control the ball right there. And now the Warriors back on the attack. Now the Warriors throw the ball away. And here comes Gage Jones. Jones ahead to Killups, up. Good! What a pass there from Gage Jones to Robbie Killups, who gets the bucket. Ludington up 39-25. Cody Folkman with it. Now his pass deflected right there by Joe Benz out of bounds. Now good to see an Oriole great from the past just walking into the gym. Steve Hall, 1975 Class B first team All-Stater. And one of my first local sports role models. I know I've said that a number of times on here. Steve Hall, great guy. And what a ball player he was at Ludington and then in college career at Grand Valley State. Ludington up 39-25, 5:38 to go. There's a deflection and steal, and Daniel Ramirez has it. I was talking to Steve Hall the other night. He said that Greg Krupa is back living in Ludington. All-state football player. Great athlete at Ludington. Now a traveling violation called on the Orioles. Ludington was up 37-25 at the intermission. We've played almost 3 minutes, and it's been pretty choppy this first 3 minutes of the second half there, Braden.
Yeah, there was quite a few turnovers.
Fouls, turnovers, yep.
But after we scored there, we kind of broke the...
traveling violations like we just saw right there. Yep, right. You're right. Ludington basketball, they're up 39-25. Only 2 points have been scored so far in this third quarter by the Orioles. Gage Jones has the ball. He wears number 4. Gage will pass it. Now his pass is stolen right there. He kind of got no man's land there, passed it, and stealing the ball was Jonas Dutton. Dutton will give it now to Vlasma. Now a foul is called on the Orioles' Derek Dunsel.
Personal foul, number 11, Derek Dunsel. That's his first and team second. Checking for
Into the Oriole lineup. Number 3, Ryan Kandelek. And number 24, Jaden Schultz.
Is this the first time we've seen Jaden out this year?
It is. First time, his first action of the night. There's a three-pointer for the Warriors, number 22, Fisher Campbell. Ludington on the attack. Schultz with it. Now over to Ramirez. And now Ramirez is going to be fouled. And the foul is called on the Warriors, number 30, Jonas Dutton. Into the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian lineup, number 12, Matthew Bradford Royal. 4:35 to go in the third quarter. Ludington up by 11, 39-28. Killups will inbound the ball to Ramirez. Robbie Killups, nice pass now, trying to get that ball to Dunsel, and he's fouled. You know, the way the fouls are being called right now, and again, it's both ways. These officials are very, very consistent.
Yep.
And the way the fouls are being called right now, both these teams are going to be in the double bonus again in this second half, just as they were in the first half.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
I think it's going to come quick.
Killups, no-look pass, and give the bucket there to Jaden Schultz. And Schultz gets his first points of this 2021-22 season. Nice entry pass there from Robbie Killups. Ludington up 41-28. Here's a steal. Ramirez ahead to Killups. Killups, beautiful. Robbie Killups. He slowed his body down right there and waited for the defender to go flying past him. Then he cans the layup.
Yep.
Orioles up 43-28. Now a foul called on Ludington. And I think it's going to be called on Ryan Kandelek. On the court for the Orioles right now, you got Kandelek, Killups, Dunsel, Ramirez, and Schultz. Ludington 43, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 28. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Three-point attempt up and off the mark. Rebound up, no good. kept alive right there by the Warriors' Kevin Jackson, but here comes Robbie Killips with it. Killips, now there's a travel, actually a line violation right there. Ramirez went and got it, but he just couldn't get rid of it before going out of bounds right there. 3:40 to go in the third quarter.
Oh, look at that.
Candlelack all over the place. He almost caused another turnover right there. But now there's a turnover, and give Dunsel with the steal. Killips now fighting. Killips loses it, and the shot is put up no good there by Vlasma. Rebound Jackson, no good. Rebound Vlasma, no good. Now Robbie Killips has it.
There's been a lot of turnovers in this game so far.
I tell you what, you really got to keep your head on a swivel. Killips to the hoop, no good, but he's fouled. You got to keep your head on a swivel with the way this action's going on out here right now.
Yeah, definitely.
After our OSNW MOM telecast broadcast tonight, our next time on the air will be next Tuesday right back here at Hawley. That'll be boys varsity basketball. Well, JV action coming your way on the OSN, and then varsity action, Ludington hosting the Huskies of Benzie Central. And that's always a good ball game for the most part, too, Ludington and Benzie Central. Ludington with the ball. Trey Keeson was checked in. There's a three-pointer up and no good. Rebound fought for. Williamson comes away with it back to Gage Jones. Now he'll get it there. Shot's good! Give the basket to Joe Benz, who's fouled, and he'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Nice assist there to Gage Jones. You have 2 broadcasts left after tonight until we get to the holiday tournament in the Detroit area. And that's the boys as Benz completes the three-point play. That's the boys on, of course, the varsity game tonight here at Hawley against Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. And then the boys on the 14th, that's Tuesday, back here at Hawley against Benzie Central. And then we'll have the girls game on the 17th here at Hawley. That'll be a JV girls, varsity girls, as they host arch rival Manistee. And then our next broadcast after that, after the 17th, won't be until the 29th of December. And we'll talk more about that tonight during the varsity game, too. The 29th and 30th, we will be bringing you both girls and boys varsity basketball action taking place at the Motor City Roundball Classic. We'll talk more about that later, folks. Right now, JV action, Ludington up 46-28, 2:46 to go in the third quarter. Trey Keeson will give the ball up to Gage Jones. Jones ahead now. Williamson. Keeson. Or I'm sorry, Richardson. William Richardson has called Williamson. That's William Richardson. Now a shot put up there, no good by Benz. Rebound to the Warriors, number 22, Fisher Campbell. Charlie Bursma with it now. Bursma to Andrew Brink. Ludington 46, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 28. The Orioles led 37-25 at the half. They were up 16-12 at the end of the first quarter. Campbell with it. Campbell now to Lucas Dick, who's checked into the game. And Lucas Dick will get the basket. Orioles up by 16, 46-30. Gage Jones, his shot blocked out of bounds, and it'll be Oriole basketball. 1:51 to go in the third quarter. Orioles will get the ball in, and now we're going to have a jump ball right there. Possession arrow to the Warriors. Charlie Bursma will trigger the ball in to Lucas Dick. Back to Bursma. Now there's a steal by Gage Jones. Jones slows things up. That's a wise idea there, as he was outnumbered there 3-1 on that. But there's a deflection right there. Now the Warriors have the ball. In the lane, shot up, no good by Charlie Bursma.
The way fouls have been called, I was surprised that wasn't called as a foul tonight.
Well, there's 5 team fouls called so far in this third quarter on the Warriors, 4 on the Orioles. On the court for Ludington right now, number 55, William Richardson, number 10, Trey Keeson, number 21, Jack Stidham, number 4, Gage Jones, and number 23, Joe Benz. Stidham with it. Now to Keeson. Keeson, Gage Jones, three-pointer, good! And what do we have here? We have a foul called as well. So the basket does count. So a three-pointer right there for Gage Jones. And we have a foul called, I believe, yeah, it's going to be called on the Orioles. Ludington up 49-30 into the Warrior lineup, number 30, Jonas Dutton. That foul was called on the Orioles, William Richardson. 5th team foul on the Orioles. They have a 19-point lead. 1:07 to go in the third quarter. To Colin Vlasma with it.
Student section didn't like that call.
Right in front of the student section. And Braden, you were telling me that the student section, special tribute tonight, right?
Yep, it's for the Oxford Wildcat.
For the Oxford High School Wildcats. And the heinous action that took place recently at Oxford High School with the school shooting. Trey Keeson with the ball. He wears number 10. Nice move by Gage Jones. Shot no good.
Just off the mark.
Jones kept the ball alive, though, and what are we going to have? It's going to be Orioles retaining possession with 51 seconds to go in this third quarter. Ludington 49, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 30. 51 seconds to go in the third quarter. 6 team fouls on the Warriors in this third quarter, 5 on the Orioles. There's a pass, and the pass, it was a nice pass right there from Stidham. Just a little bit too much right there. It was saved by the Orioles momentarily, but now with it for the Warriors is to Colin Vlasma. Oh, we've got a technical called on Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. And you know, Braden, we talked about how tight these officials were calling this here. And I've seen much worse. Did I say much enough?
Yep, you said
much worse not being called a technical right there.
Yep. I think that's because he hit Gage with the
ball,
and
it wasn't
once, and then he kicked it up and hit him twice.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was really intentional.
It was just basically, you would call that a love tap.
Yep.
With the basketball, and it didn't look like anything too malicious from our vantage point.
No.
But again, these officials are calling this game super tight, and they've called it super tight both ways the entire game.
Yep.
Ludington up 49-30, and shooting the technical shot for the Orioles will be Jack Stidham.
Some conversation down there.
Muskegon and Western Michigan Christian coach Tyler Ray wanting to get an explanation from the officials. I went down and was chatting with Coach Ray before the game, getting the starting lineup, going over the pronunciations. A very nice man, but very tall. It seems like the first couple games I've been stretching out my neck, looking up at not only when I see Peyton, our Peyton Lacombe, but the first 2 teams that have been in here. Tall coaches, tall players. Actually, shooting the technical will be Gage Jones. First shot is good. (13 points for Gage Jones in this contest. The Orioles up by 20, 50-30. Second shot also good. 14 points for Gage Jones. Gets both technical shots. Now it'll be Oriole basketball. Any shout-outs? Anybody checking in? No new ones. Okay.
No new ones.
If you'd like a shout-out, remember, just chime in. We'll do our best to get a shout-out to you. Heard from Mike Lansky. He was talking about Aaron Johnson We were commiserating about the snow over there in Minnesota. As Mike Lansky's from St. Paul, and Aaron Johnson lives over there in, is that Farmington?
Yes, it is.
Farmington, Minnesota. Yes, that's right. He was working on getting me a Farmington football helmet for my collection of high school helmets. Shot put up there by the Warriors, no good. Rebound to Jaden Schultz. He'll give it back now to Gage Jones. 13 seconds remaining in this third quarter. The Orioles up 51-30. 8 seconds now. Stidham with it. 4 seconds. Nice pass.
Great pass.
Oh, shot's just underlaid right there by Joe Benz, and there's the buzzer. And at the end of 3 from Hawley Gymnasium, your score, the Ludington Orioles 51, the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors 30. Back in 60 seconds here on the OSN.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, Braden Kronline, Julia Havman, the OSN sports team. And good to see Jared Collins joining us. Jared's going to be sitting in, making his debut, doing color commentary with me for the Varsity. And right now we're down. Actually, he's going to grab the headset right now. The last 8 minutes of this fourth quarter, the Orioles outscored the Warriors 14-5 in that third quarter after leading 37-25 at the half. And we just got a report from Sarah Laird, our girls JV team up 27-15 end of the third quarter at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. Jared Collins got the headset on. Good to see you, my man. Jared Collins, member of that Class B 2017 state runner-up team. Of course, the Oriole quarterback as well, and a heck of a baseball player for the Ludington Orioles. Just an all-around athlete. Now he's going to try his hand doing a little color commentary tonight. How you doing, Jared?
I'm doing good, Scoop. Thanks for having me.
Well,
Happy to be back in Hawley Gymnasium.
Oh, it's always great being back here in Hawley, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, the Warriors just got a bucket right there, and they cut into the Oriole lead. Ludington now leads 51-32, just underway here in the fourth quarter. 17 fouls on Muskegon Western Michigan Christian, 6 on the Orioles. Nice entry pass right there from Gage Jones as he gets the ball in to Jaden Schultz. You know, Jared, Braden and I were talking. This officiating team has been very, very consistent. They've called this very close both ways this game, and we made the comment that, hey, the players, if the officials are doing that and they're calling it consistent, that's all a player can ask for. You just have to adjust to it, don't you?
Absolutely. You know, sometimes refs are going to let things go. Sometimes they're going to call it tight. I've been watching tonight. Seems like they're calling it pretty tight. A couple of the guys are adjusting to it well. A couple of guys aren't, and that's why some will get more playing time than others tonight.
Exactly. There's a traveling, oh, no. What do we have here? Foul called. Nice move there by Gage Jones, the Oriole point guard.
Absolutely.
Actually, we are going to have an offensive foul there, aren't we?
It appears so.
Have you got to see a little bit of this JV team? And I don't know how long you've been here tonight, but did you get to see them play at all on opening night as well?
I did not get to see the JV team.
Okay.
I watched the varsity on Tuesday night. Didn't see the JV, but I've been here since about midway through the first quarter, so I've seen a good amount of them tonight.
I think there's a lot that Coach Shank is going to be smiling about when he watches his JV team here. You got some playmakers out there, and you know it never seems the talent stream. Kids, as Coach Shank says, boys and girls in Ludington love to play basketball. Absolutely. And that tradition just continues on. And this is a really good group of ball players out here. You watch, as Coach Sykon brings a new wave in right now of players. You see players like Gage Jones and Candelac and Robbie Killips and then Joe Benz and Daniel Ramirez. I can go right down the line.
Yep.
And you got to say to yourself, oh, the future of Oriole basketball looks continually to be bright.
Absolutely, and you got to give a lot of credit to Coach Shank and his rec program. You see a lot of these guys. I remember reffing some of these guys back when I was in high school. And I was actually just at the middle school game on Wednesday, and both 7th and 8th grade got a lot of talent coming up, so I'm excited to see the future.
A 3-second violation on the Orioles. Ludington leads 51-34. We have 6:56 to go in the game. The Orioles have led all the way, 16-12 at the end of 1, 37-25 at the half, 51-30 at the end of 3. They outscored the Warriors 21-13 in the second quarter and 14-5 in that third quarter. With the ball for Muskegon Western Michigan Christian and a three-point shot attempt. Fisher Campbell, no good. Offensive rebound right there. Put up and in on a second attempt by Kevin Jackson. Ludington 51, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 36.
Just got to do a better job boxing out there. I'm sure Sycon will let them know on that.
Yeah, Coach Sycon, he doesn't miss much, does he?
Absolutely. He's a really good coach.
6:21 to go in the game. Ludington up 51-36. And now here's a tie-up as Robbie Killips gets the tie-up there with Matthew Bradford Royal. You know, it was good, Jared. I know you stay in touch with your teammates from the 2017 Class B state runner-up basketball team. At the end of the Oriole football season, I saw both Lightning and Thunder, Sam LeDuc and Calvin Hackert.
Yep.
And a little bit later that night, I was delivering the equipment back to Chris down at WMOM, and he was DJing at the Tiki.
Oh, yeah.
And I ended up running into Lightning and Thunder once again, but not just Lightning and Thunder, but also the Microwave and Josiah Banstra. And when you talk about that, we had got together, and boy, it was great sharing memories. What did you think we talked about? The 2017 Class B state runner-up.
Absolutely, of course.
That was awesome. Yep.
Good times.
We got a timeout here on the floor. We're going to step aside. Ludington leads Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 51-36. You're watching the OSN, a bird's eye view of local sports. Stay tuned.
Hey Oriole Nation, this is Mike Benedict from Benedict Auto Center. We're excited to be at our new location on US 10 between Ludington and Scottville, just west of Amber Road. We invite you to come out and say hello, check out the new facility, see what we have to offer. We have all your collision needs. We have licensed technicians so we can get your car back on the road safely. Also, we're excited that we're almost 80 years in the business from when my grandfather and my father did it before me. Back in the 1940s, we're excited that we still keep the tradition going, and who knows what's going to happen leading into the future. And here at Benedict Auto Center, we're also excited to be part of the Oriole Sports Network, or OSN, as better suited by Scoop. And we look forward to being a part of this going forward, and are excited to be part of Oriole Nation. Go O's!
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Ludington Orioles, joined by Jared Collins, doing some color commentary with me tonight. Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer, and Julia Havman, our OSN camerawoman. Ramirez with the ball there. He just got it from Killips, who triggered it in. Now to Benz. They'll give it back to Killips, who'll wing it around to Gage Jones. Jones now to Dunsel. Great ball movement, Jared, by this Oriole team. Look at that pass. Oh, what a pass right there from Robbie Killips to Daniel Ramirez, who was the beneficiary of that pass.
Yeah, that was an awesome sequence right there by the Orioles coming off that baseline out of bounds. Unselfish basketball. I've seen that all night.
Just the way that Coach Sycon drew it up, right, Jared?
Absolutely. Shot you love to see out of a timeout.
Yep. Shot put up there by the Warriors, no good, and here come the Orioles. By the way, speaking of your 2017 team, your manager on that team, and he's been the manager, you know, long before 2017, and he's still doing a great job. Chris Speedy Lopez, today is his 25th birthday, so we want to send special birthday greetings and special birthday wishes out to the one and only Chris Speedy Lopez. Today's his 25th birthday, and I know you guys got some great memories with Speedy on that runner-up team, don't you?
Yes, we do. Happy birthday, Speedy, man. Special day for you.
Well, at the foul line for the Orioles, number 23, Joe Benz. Did you get the chance? Well, I know you got the chance. Duh. I'm thinking, did you get the chance to see any Oriole football this year? You were an assistant coach with the Orioles.
Yep.
What am I thinking? I talked to you several times.
Yes, you did.
All right, Joe Benz shot no good. Rebound Ramirez, though. Got a couple of Oriole football players right there, Benz and Ramirez. Now to Killips. Ramirez had a really nice year, didn't he, as a sophomore up on the varsity?
Super excited to see what he's got to come next couple of years. Almost got that one to go.
Just didn't get the hometown roll right there. You know, that took me back watching that shot right there, Jared, back to 2014.
Okay.
And Cameron Banstra's freshman year, hitting that game-winning shot against Fremont on Valentine's evening that year. And they came back from an 18-point deficit to force overtime. And when they won it in overtime, it was just an incredible ball game.
That was a very good game.
Ramirez, first attempt, no good. We're going to ask Jared a little bit later what he thinks about that Motor City Roundball Classic, that Hardball Classic, Roundball Classic, I should say, coming up. Ramirez gets one free throw, and he has 7 points on the ball game. Orioles up 54-36. That's going to be coming up the 29th and 30th of this month, the 26th annual Motor City Roundball Classic. That's very impressive that Ludington's been asked to play in that, both the boys and the girls.
Absolutely.
The boys will be playing on Wednesday, December 29th at 2:50 against Ann Arbor Skyline, and they're noted as a state power year in and year out. That's going to be at Ferndale High School, located at 881 Pinecrest in Ferndale, and they'll play on Thursday, December 30th back at Ferndale High School. Again at 2:50, and they'll play the Detroit Cast Tech Technicians.
Absolutely. Both powerhouses in basketball and football as well.
Yeah. And our girls will be playing on the 29th and 30th, and they'll be playing at 5:40 both days. On 5:40, they'll play against Detroit Country Day, and that'll be at Westfield Prep High School. And on the 30th, they will play against West Bloomfield.
Okay.
Again, those games at Westfield Prep starting at 5:40. OSN and WMOM are very proud and happy to let all Oriole fans know we will be there.
That's awesome.
Telecasting and broadcasting those games, both on the OSN and WMOM, both on the 29th and 30th in that Motor City Roundball Classic. You're going to be there?
I don't know that I'm going to be there just yet. That's a few weeks out. I don't like to plan too far ahead. But
I hear you.
I'll try to be there because I know that's going to be great competition.
Ludington up here, 54-36. Both free throws missed. Rebound, however, by the Warriors, no good, and ends up with Gage Jones. Ludington has 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this JV boys basketball game. They have an 18-point lead. Seeing if we got a recent update. Most recent update we received from Sarah Laird, the Ludington girls JV team up 27-15 at the end of the third quarter at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. And you know, Jared, very well, that is a difficult place to win year in and year out, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian High School.
Yes, it is. And I know back when I played them, they were down a little bit, but these last few years have been really good. And it's always good to get good competition because you never want to play a weak opponent because that usually doesn't make you better.
And if you look at the MHSAA records, you'll see that the most successful program in terms of state championship game appearances and state championship game victories is River Rouge.
Yep.
Number one, and you guys, Ludington High School has a modest 3-game winning streak against River Rouge. They won in 83, they won in 85, and you guys in 17 in that thrilling semifinal game in overtime on the three-pointer by Joshua Lehman. The second most successful program, as Warriors get 2 points there on free throws, is you look at both Muskegon Heights. Oh, nice passing. Look at that tic-tac-toe right there. Dunsel with it now, and he's going to be fouled, I believe. But if you look at the second and third most successful programs in the state, they're in our neck of the woods. You got River Rouge in the Detroit area, but the second and third are Muskegon Heights and Muskegon Western Michigan Christian.
It's always good to have them in your neck of the woods.
Yep.
That way you can get them on the schedule. And obviously we've played the Heights year in and year out, and getting West Michigan Christian these last 6 or 7 years, it's been good.
That's the one thing I've always admired about Coach Shank. He tries to get the toughest non-league schedule he can possibly get,
Absolutely.
and it always pays dividends come March and tournament time.
Yep, and even that loss on Tuesday night, obviously it sucks to start the season off with a loss, but knowing that you played Muskegon Reese Puffer, who's a really good basketball team, all they're going to do is learn from that.
Exactly. Dunsel gets 1 of 2 free throws. Offensive rebound to Daniel Ramirez. Ludington up 55-38. 4:04 to go in this ball game, and we hope to be talking to Oriole head coach Jamie Sycon not long ago. Oh, what a fake right there by Jones. His shot, though, no good. Rebound to the Warriors, number 15, Kevin Jackson. Yeah, we hope to be talking to Oriole head coach Jamie Sycon after the conclusion of this game, and then we'll have Coach Shank's pregame coaches interview coming your way during the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame show right after the Smith and Eddy postgame show. 3:43 to go. Ludington on the attack. Benz with it now. He'll give it to Killips. Killips going to get called for the travel right there. You know, I've seen him a couple times tonight with that little sidestep. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the way Le'Veon Bell used to run at Michigan State and for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the way that little sidestep right there.
Absolutely. Killips loves that move. He's been called for it a few times on the travel. Other times the refs let it slide. So you talked about that consistency, but that's about the one time I haven't seen it.
Now we've got a timeout called here by Muskegon Western Michigan Christian coach Tyler Ray. Ludington leads 55-38, 3:28 to go in the game. We have a full timeout, so we're going to step aside. You're watching the Oriole Sports Network. Stay tuned, those fans.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We invite you to come and experience our casual fine dining with little wait. We feature craft cocktails and an extensive wine selection. Our seasonally changing menu showcases a variety of influences, but highlights what the Great Lakes and Mason County farmers have to offer. Bring your entire family. We encourage your children to explore our play area while waiting for food from our kid-approved menu. We're open Tuesday through Thursday from 4:30 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 4:30 to 10 p.m. We're located at 502 West Loomis across from the Ludington Marina. Dueling pianos are here once per month. Check our Facebook page for more details and for this month's specials. We look forward to seeing you at Crown and Cork soon.
Welcome back to Holly Jim, Scoop Hansen, Jared Collins, Braden Kronline, Julia Havman, the Oriole Sports Network team. We'll be in collaboration with WMOM for the varsity game tonight, folks. As the Orioles do battle, and this will probably be the second to last time we play Muskegon Western Michigan Christian, Jared, as the Orioles move into the West Michigan Conference next season.
Yeah, I'm really excited to move into that WMC. It's going to be better competition, all sports. You know, a couple of these are good. Basketball, Lake State's always been strong, but to get over to that WMC and be in that top division will be exciting.
Well, there's a steal by the Orioles, and there's a foul there, and boy, the Oriole player there, you know, they're battling out there. They're competitive. He got a little bit of a hip check right there, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. But he popped right back up, just like any Ludington player would.
That's right.
The student section certainly let that opponent know.
That was Ryan Kandelek, and it's good to see him popping up as quick as he did right there. And both teams, you know, Braden and I were talking about this. Both teams were in the double bonus in the first half. And you look up there on the scoreboard, both teams again in the double bonus.
Yeah, and these are the games you hope to never get in where everyone's just shooting free throws back and forth. But again, the refs got to do their job.
Kandelek's first free throw, no good. Orioles 55, the Warriors 38. Ludington was up 51-30 at the end of the third quarter. Second free throw also no good. And here come the Warriors. And it'll be Ludington basketball there. The pass goes off of Danny Matt's shoe right there, out of bounds, and the Orioles will have it. Well, the Orioles received, you hate to see that. Their star player, Owen Varnado, broken collarbone, Jared, so he is out.
I saw he was casted up there. It's kind of sad. You obviously want their best player to be playing to get the best competition, but I'm sure they'll still have something and give us good competition.
He's had some strong games against the Orioles over the years. He's been up on the varsity since his freshman year.
Yeah, he's a really strong player. Excited to see what his future has and see if he goes to take it past high school.
That's one thing, you know, you're talking about the future right there. And you looked at all 6 of your starters on that state runner-up team. Nice move in the lane there and give the bucket to Trey Keeson. Ludington up 57-38, but one thing I was always proud of, and I talked about it a lot too, all 6 of your seniors went on to college, and all 6 of you were in sports as well. You play in football. You also had Noah starting out in basketball and ended up in tennis.
Yes, he did.
You had double nickels. Is that Trevor?
Yep, Trevor.
Trevor Whipple, who was playing football at Hope. Was it Hope or no? No, it's Kalamazoo.
Yep.
Kalamazoo Community College. And then, of course, Calvin was at Hope.
Yes, he was.
And Sam was at Calvin.
Yes, that one always mixed me up, too.
And, of course, also Cameron was on was that a track and field or a cross-country scholarship?
I believe it was cross-country,
out
but
in California.
It could've been both.
So
Could've
all
been both.
6 seniors on that team.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, we have a final score. Thank you, Sandra Ramirez, for the girls JV game down at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. Congratulations, Coach Dan Mesher and his team. They win 37-20. Right here, Ludington up 57-38, 147 to go. It's like Trey Keeson, he's no worse for the wear as he heads back up court right there. Looks like he might have took one in the mush.
I think you might be right.
There's a shot up, no good there by Mason Conger, who's checked into the game. He wears number 54. Let's see who also is out on the floor. Some new numbers for the Orioles. Jaden Schultz. 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound to Trey Keeson. So you got Conger out there. And now with the ball for the Orioles, Jaden Schultz. Conger over to Stidham. 1:05 to go. Ludington up 57-38. Stidham with it. Keeson. And now we're going to have... Is it going to be offense? Looks like it is the way that Schultz is reacting. Yes, offensive foul there on the Orioles. Jaden Schultz. What do you get there, Jaden? Or Jared, did he get called for a hook?
I think he had a little bit of hook there. I don't think he agreed with it, but I saw it a little bit down there. He's fighting for his space.
54 seconds to go in the game. With the ball for the Warriors to Colin Vlasma. Now they'll give it Charlie Bursma. Shot up, no good. Bursma, no. And now a foul will be called, I believe, on the Orioles' Trey Keeson.
Yeah, I think Coach Sycon's going to be pretty happy with this one, but the rebounding on the defensive end could definitely use some work, and I'm sure they'll be working on that Monday at practice.
How often would you guys experience your 17 team? If, let's take it for example, you guys didn't have too many bad games.
Right.
You lost to Heights. That was a heck of a game down at the Tiger Den. Call that the snake pit at times. It's a tough place to win.
Yes, it is.
And the other loss was at North Muskegon, the last game of the year, where you were taking precautionary measures there with Thunder there, Calvin Hackert, who did not play that game, and you almost pulled that game out.
Yes.
But if you did something that Coach Shank, it wasn't to his liking, how long would he work on that in practice when your next practice would come up?
That would usually be a quarter to about half of our practice, and it didn't matter if we had a good game or a bad game. There's always things to work on, so we were always working on something.
All right, 20 seconds to go. Western Michigan Christian with the basketball. Ludington going to win this one. They're up 57-39 right now, 18-point lead. Vlasma with it now. 7 seconds to go. Ball batted out of bounds. Boy, that was Jaden Schultz who went down hard right there. That floor is not that forgiving, is it?
Absolutely not. He was just trying to make a play on the ball with a few seconds left in the game, and he's going to pay for that.
There's a three-pointer deflected. There's the buzzer, and your final score here in the boys' JV basketball game from Hawley Gym, the Ludington Orioles 57, the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors 39. We're going to step aside for 2 minutes here on the Oriole Sports Network. Stay tuned, O's fans.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Ludington wins the boys JV game by the score of 57-39. Ludington was outscored by the Warriors 9-6 in that fourth quarter. Ludington led after one, 16-12. They outscored the Warriors 21-13 in the second quarter to take a 37-25 halftime lead. Ludington then outscored Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 14-5 in the third quarter. They led 51-30 entering the fourth quarter. Final score, Ludington 57, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 39. Scoring for the Orioles, 5 points for Ryan Kandelek, 14 for Gage Jones, 6 for Trey Keeson, 3 for Derek Dunsel, 7 for Daniel Ramirez, 3 for Jack Stidham, 3 for Joe Benz, 2 for Jaden Schultz, and Robbie Killips with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for Robbie Killips. That's your scoring for the Orioles. We want to thank Smith & Eddy, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. And a big shout out to all of our sponsors down the line. Ludington doing battle here against Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. And with me tonight, we have Jared Collins. And Jared, you were at the game here the other night, and a heck of an opener. Ludington getting their first 2 opponents this year, Muskegon Reese Puffer and Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. So the Orioles seeing a lot of green in their first 2 games.
Yes, they are, and there's no better way to kick it off than with a tough game against Reese Puffer. Obviously took the loss, but hoping to bounce back here against West Michigan Christian.
And they get Muskegon Western Michigan Christian without their star player, their stud, Owen Varnado, who's broken collarbone. And what a terrible, terrible thing to happen for the Western Michigan Christian Warriors, losing their star player.
Yeah, well, obviously hope he's going to be okay and get back in the next few weeks. Not sure how long that injury is going to be out for him, but excited to see how they're going to deal without him.
And again, the Ludington girls JV team, we received reports, a couple different sources there. They win tonight at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian by the score of 37-20. So congratulations to Coach Dan Mesher and his Ludington JV team. And we'll be giving you reports on the girls' varsity game as well. They're hoping to bounce back in a big way after the tough game they had the other night at Muskegon Reese Puffer. And they put together 2 impressive wins, Jared, to start their year. One at Benzie Central and one here at Hawley against Zeeland East. And Ludington doing it without Abby Banstra and Annie Klein so far. But Puffer really took it to them the other night, 47-24.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Stowe's got to be happy with the way they started, especially without Banstra or Klein. I know those are 2 of their top 2 players there.
Excellent. Well, Jared's going to hand the headset here to Coach Jamie Sykon. And Coach, congratulations on a big win. And Coach, I love your tennis shoes. They're actually a little oranger than the ones I have on, but I think if there was a vote, I think you and I might have the 2 coolest pairs of tennis shoes tonight. The 2 with the most orange tennis shoes in the building.
Hey, every time I go to the store, I'm looking for orange shoes. Orange and black, that's what I'm looking for.
Well, your team, very impressive tonight. They win by the score of 57-39 against Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. You look at your scoring, spread out pretty good. You were paced tonight by both Gage Jones and Robbie Killips, each with 14. And you just look at the passing and the defense, and you got to be just very pleased.
You know, I'm very, very happy. You know, they come, they give effort. You know, and we're flying around this. The thing that we're working on is trying to get them to play with pace on offense and defense. Meanwhile, not turning the ball over. You know, that's our 2nd win in a row. But the first game we had 20 turnovers. Tonight we had 26. That's not going to continue to happen, so we really have to work on not turning the ball over and then punishing teams with the defense, not just getting the steal and throwing it right back away.
Your players are, for the 2nd game of the year, again, you got to be thrilled because they look like they're in midseason form. And I know I said this to Coach Shank the other night, too, during our post-game show, the way that his boys looked against Puffer. The way that they are playing, though, it's got to make you just put a big smile on your face.
You know, we did a little dancing in there right now, so we got to get uncomfortable. Getting comfortable is what we call it. And we made a little dancing in there. You know, wish you were an Oriole, but, you know, I couldn't be more excited for these guys. But, you know, they're doing what I asked them to do. I mean, we go and practice. We are up and down the floor. You know, they're tired, but this is what happens. You know, if we practice that hard, teams have a trouble handing us through 4 quarters, you know. They can't keep up with the pace of 4 quarters like we can, and that's what we're all about here at Ludington. Go, 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 go.
Tradition never graduates, and Ludington based a lot of that success based on Ludington defense. And we're definitely seeing it from your JV team, but a lot of firepower there as well, too. So there are a couple things Coach Shank was talking about the other night. I'm trying to think. He called it a couple of moves that were just very tough to describe. But you know what I'm talking about? He called it the woohoo.
Oh, the Euro step?
No, the Euro step. We talked a bit about that, but he also had another one.
We call it the woohoo. So it's you're up and under. You give them a woo and a hoo, and you get them up in the air, and you go up and under.
Exactly.
Just some stuff we work on, and the kids kind of think, oh, this is kind of weird, But we talk about you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. We make them, do woohoos, and we make them do fakes and grimaces. And if they don't do that, we keep track. And
sure.
If they don't, then hey, losing team has a down and backer, an elite 8, So we try to do things about who can make the most passes, the most fakes, grimaces, the most woohoos, and
you're keeping track of that.
Yeah.
And we're keeping track. That has been activated, the Peyton Lacombe Dunkometer.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll probably get one in this game.
I was going to ask, how many are you predicting for tonight, Coach?
I think we're going to get 2, but the one we're waiting for is the one where it's thrown off the backboard. That'll tear this house down, and it's going to come sometime this year. We'll see one come off the backboard, and he'll throw it down.
I think you're right. Well, thanks for coming up, Coach Jamie Sycon. Congratulations, your team off to an impressive 2-0 start. They win tonight by the score of 57-39.
All right, we'll see you Tuesday night here for Benzie.
See you Tuesday, Coach.
All right, thanks.
Have a good one. That's Coach Jamie Sycon. His team wins 57-39. That's going to wrap things up for the Oriole postgame show sponsored by Safe Harbor Credit Union. We're going to step aside right now. When we come back, the House of Flavors Manufacturing.
Your own Ludington Orioles are back in action tonight. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Safe Harbor Credit Union, Smith & Eddy Insurance, PM Builders, House of Flavors Manufacturing, Benedict's Auto Center, Indian Summer Co-op, as well as Ludington Furniture, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee Insurance, Urca Auto Sales, and Crown & Cork. Oriole Sports Network and WMOM are teaming up to bring you exclusive coverage of tonight's game and all games this season. Without delay, let's head courtside with Todd Scoop Hansen on 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network.
Welcome to Ludington Oriole Varsity Basketball on both the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, with you, along with Jared Collins doing the color commentary tonight. Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer, and our OSN WMOM camerawoman, Julia Havman. And welcome, Jared, to Oriole basketball from this side of the house. You get to see how the other half lives here. You've been a basketball player. You played for Coach Shank, and now you're getting to do some color commentary tonight here. And you got a little bit, got to do the fourth quarter there of the JV game. So happy to have you with us tonight. And it looks like we're going to have a bevy of different color commentary man this year, which is going to be great between yourself, Riley Calhoun, maybe Charlie Gunsel maybe doing a little bit, Warren Stowe, the girls varsity coach, when he's able to. So, and even Thad Shank doing some girls basketball color commentary. So welcome, and we're going to have some fun tonight.
Yeah, absolutely thrilled to be a part of it. I'm glad I got a little bit of a warm-up in the fourth quarter of that JV game. I think I'm ready to go now.
All righty, so we want to thank our House of Flavors pregame sponsor, I should say our pregame sponsor, House of Flavors Manufacturing. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Earlier, I talked to Oriole head coach Thad Shank, and here's what he had to say in regards to tonight's big ball game. Folks, this is the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview. Coach Thad Shank, your team coming off that 63-59 opening game defeat at the hands of Muskegon Reese Puffer, but what a ball game it was, considering it was an opening game for both teams. Very competitive, very entertaining, thrilling game. A lot of feedback from fans saying how much they enjoyed basketball being back, and it's really special being that fans were allowed back after last season, you know, and that can't beat that atmosphere, can you, Coach?
No, that's a lot of fun. I mean, cross our fingers that can continue. I mean, it's hard to know what the right thing is, to do in the situation we're in. But no, it was fun. I know it was exciting for the kids, and it was a great atmosphere at Holly Gym. Something that we've gotten used to and probably spoiled with over the years.
You open up conference play here tonight against Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian. The Warriors, one of the great programs in the state of Michigan. If you look at their past history, they've been to a number of Class D, you should say Division IV now, state championship games. Very successful program, and your family knows very well, and your dad, because when they were Muskegon Christian, I believe at the time, your dad was coaching St. Ignace back in 1970 or 71 time frame, somewhere back there, and what a ball game it was for the Class D state championship.
Yeah, they lost by one game that all those St. Agnes guys still talking to them to this day thought that they should have had, but it's that's a big stage to play on, that's for sure. And no, West Michigan Christian, great basketball tradition. You know what Jim Gorman's done over a number of years, and what Kurt's continuing to work on doing over there has been good. They've had good teams, very competitive. They're a Class C school, a little bit of smaller school, but they take pride in their basketball. I think they're probably a little bit down this year. Their best player, the Verdado kid, broke his collarbone in a preseason scrimmage, and he's had battles with Peyton over the last 4 years. Just very similar player, strong, athletic, can do a lot of things. So that's going to be a tough guy to replace for them. But at the same time, we know that we're not so talented that if we don't come and play and do our thing, that we're not going to be successful. So it'll be interesting tonight.
Levi Lehman back tonight?
Yeah, Levi's going to play tonight. He got the okay yesterday to come back and practice, so that's a positive for us. It makes us quite a bit more versatile. Levi can do a lot of different things. He can play inside. He can play outside. He allows us to. He can guard bigger guys when we want to get more aggressive and pressure people 94 feet. So that will be very helpful for us tonight.
Your team on Tuesday night gave up a number of three-pointers in the opening half, but boy, it really made some adjustments and really bared down on the Reese Puffer Rockets in the second half. I think only one three-pointer was made in the second half by the Rockets.
Yeah, and that three-pointer was a three-pointer where we had one guy playing one defense and three other guys playing a different defense. We didn't do a good job communicating. Yeah, we did a great job adjusting and changing our defenses, and we probably, in retrospect, should have got in after Reese Puffer a little bit sooner. I think the one thing that they probably struggle with is maybe handling the ball against pressure. No true point guard on that team, but a lot of good slashers and a lot of kids who can make the three with good athleticism. So first game, you're not absolutely sure what each team's bringing. You haven't had games to scout and things of that nature. So no, I like the way the kids adjusted, and that's a good sign.
And your starting lineup for tonight, Coach?
Tonight at the guards, we will start David Schillinger and Dylan Eaton. At the forwards, we will start Peyton Lacombe and Caleb Smith. And at the center position tonight, we'll start Levi Lehman.
Good luck, Coach, to you and to the Orioles. Go get them. We look forward to talking to you after the ball game.
Thanks, Scoop. I appreciate it.
Welcome back to Hall-A Gymnasium. Again, a big thank you to House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor, and as well a shout-out to PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. PM Builders located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, on the call tonight of the play-by-play, joined by Jared Collins, former Ludington quarterback, Ludington basketball player on the 2017 Class B state runner-up team. He's making his debut tonight, doing some color commentary. Also, Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer. And, of course, Julia Havman, our OSN WMOM camera woman. At this time, we are going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have the PM Builders starting lineup coming your way right here on WMOM and OSN. Stay tuned, folks.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S., and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium, and here are your starting lineups courtesy of PM Builders for the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors. Starting at the guards, number 2, Jaron Childers, he is a senior, and number 5, Joe Waller, he is a senior. The third guard, number 21, Sam Liggett, he is a senior. Forwards are number 23, Eli Malik, he is a sophomore. Number 42, Jared Olson, he is a junior. The Warriors coached by Kurt Gruppen. They are assisted by Craig Hoeksma and Tyler Van Beek. Again, the Warriors without their star player, Owen Varnado, out with a broken collarbone. For the Ludington Orioles, coached by Thad Shank, assisted by John Stowe and Noah Lehman, managed by the one and only Chris Speedy Lopez. And again, we wish Speedy a happy 25th birthday. Today is his big day, his birthday. The manager of the Ludington Orioles, Chris Speedy Lopez, happy 25th birthday today. For the Orioles, starting at the point guard position, number 3, David Sunshine Schillinger, 5'8" sophomore. The other guards are number 23, Dylan Eaton, a 6'1" senior. Number 24, Caleb Smith, a 6'2" senior. Forwards, number 11, Levi Lehman, a 6'1" junior. And number 42, the Orioles aircraft carrier, 6'8" senior, Peyton Lacombe. Ludington will be in their white jerseys, orange lettering, orange numerals trimmed in black. Muskegon Western Michigan Christian in their green jerseys, white lettering, white numerals. They got a little bit of gray in their jersey as well, I see. But the Orioles' first 2 games this year, they've been playing, Muskegon Reese Puffer and Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. Both school colors are green.
Yeah, it's good to see the Muskegon teams traveling to Ludington, and we don't always have to go over to Muskegon. I know we do a lot, so it's nice to see them here at home.
It's great to have the fans back here at Hawley Gym. You know what we went through the last year and a half, and also it's nice to have sideline cheers back too, Jared.
Absolutely. I was just seeing those cheerleaders, welcoming our starting 5. It's nice to see, and like you alluded to, the student section's going to be rocking around tonight, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that. And again, we talked about it during the JV game a bit, Braden and myself. The student section doing a great thing tonight. They're honoring Oxford High School, the Oxford High School Wildcats. That terrible tragedy that took place at Oxford High recently with the school shooting.
Yep.
Okay, here's the tip-off controlled by the Orioles. Schillinger to the hoop. No good. Rebound fought for. Schillinger with it. Again, he gets it back. And he'll kick it back out to Levi Lehman. It's great to see Levi playing tonight. He missed the opener the other night, but it's great to see him back.
Yeah, they were certainly missing him on Tuesday night.
Lacombe in the lane. God! Boy, looked like a whirling dervish there, Jared, getting in the paint.
Move.
Peyton Lacombe gets the bucket, and the Orioles off to a quick 2-0 lead. 7:31 to go in this opening quarter. With the ball for the Warriors, number 2, Jaron Childers. Now he'll give it up to Jared Olson. Olsen loses the ball, but it's last tipped by an Oriole.
Like to see the defensive pressure right out the gate by Ludington.
What was the thing that you liked seeing the most the other night with the Orioles in their game against Puffer?
I like just them not giving up. You know, they started off slow, that starting 5, but then the next 4 that came in, I think in the first substitution, really ignited the offense.
Well, it looks like these officials are going to let them play a lot more than the JV officials, because Caleb Smith, and you got to love his aggressiveness right there. He looked like he was all over the Warrior player there, Jared Olsen. No foul called, but the Warriors do get the ball back, and now we will have a foul called, I believe, on Levi Lehman.
Yeah, and that's one thing Ludington's going to have to do. They had some foul trouble on Tuesday night, and that's when they were really missing Levi's, when Peyton and Westhouse got into some foul trouble.
Yeah, Peyton really was limited defensively there later in the game with the 4 fouls. You know, he had to really watch. But, you know, there was players for Puffer also who had 4 fouls. So I thought the game was called very consistently, and that's the only thing you can ask for. I know we talked about that during the JV game. If they're calling them both ways that way, and we talked about that, Jared, during the JV game, and the players have to adjust.
Yeah, you certainly always want to be able to play a little bit more than maybe you're supposed to, but as long as they're calling it both ways, you can't complain.
All right, now, there's a steal by Dylan Eaton. Dylan Eaton, and he'll take it to the hoop, and God! Nice move there by Dylan Eaton, and he gets the basket. He got the steal, and he takes it to the hoop, and he gets the basket.
Yep, got the duo right there. And, you know, he struggled a little bit on Tuesday night, so I'm sure he's excited to get that going right there.
You know, I talked to Coach Shank after the game. I said, are you concerned? I said, Coach, it's just your first game. But I said, are you concerned? You got 23 tonight from Sunshine Schillinger. And I said, you got 21 from Peyton Lacoma. Are you worried that you know, not really having a third scorer? I said, I know it's just the first game. He said, Scoop, that's the least of my concerns. He goes, somebody's going to step forward. I think it's going to be Dylan Eaton.
Yeah, I think it very well could be Dylan Eaton, but I kind of like your color commentary partner. I think it's going to be a rotating door day in, day out on who's that third scorer.
So you like what Gertzie had to say?
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay. Well, there's an offensive foul called there on Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. Eaton will take the 3. No good. Rebound, Dylan Eaton. He'll give it up now to David Sunshine Schillinger, the Oriole sensational sophomore point guard. Now to Caleb Smith. Back to Schillinger. To Eaton. The whirled around. Levi Lehman will go baseline. Nice pass inside to Smith. Smith's shot is blocked, however, and coming away with it for the Warriors, number 5, Joe Waller. That name really sounds familiar. I thought there was some Wallers over at Muskegon Catholic. I could be mistaken.
There may have been, Scoop. There may have been.
There's a missed shot there, and here comes Schillinger. Schillinger, nice move. What a move by was that sweet or was that sweet?
That was pretty, Scoop.
Whoa! David Sunshine Schillinger with a beautiful move in the paint right there, and he gets the bucket. Ludington out to a quick 6-0 lead here over the Warriors of Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. There's a shot up, no good 3-point attempt. Rebound, blocked there by Lacombe, and now Caleb Smith with it. Caleb Smith to the hoop. Good! You couldn't ask for a better start, could you, Jared?
I was just about to say the same thing, Scoop. You know, 8-0 lead. They got the defense going as Schillinger dives on the floor right there.
What hustle. Ludington up 8-0, as Jared was just alluding to. 5:13 to go in this opening quarter. And checking into the Warrior lineup will be number 11, Ben Moorhead. With the ball, Sam Liggett. Liggett picked up there by Levi Lehman. Now we're going to have a foul called. I think that's going to be Levi's second foul.
Yep, and that's exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of the game. You want to stay out of that foul trouble. Hopefully he's going to come out here, I'm sure, and hopefully he's going to relax and not get that third one.
Spencer Holmes, who wears number 5. He's a 5'8" sophomore. We'll check into the Oriole lineup. As will number 21, Aiden Gilchrist, a 6-foot junior.
Coach Shank deciding to leave Levi in. That's a gamble right there for sure.
Now there's a steal. Schillinger with it. Schillinger really pushing the action, and he's going to be hacked right there, and he'll shoot 2. Boy, what a playmaker, what a creator he is. A creator, a playmaker, and he makes his teammates around him better. And just the amount of basketball this young man has played, he's just a sophomore. And when I talk to Coach Shank about him, he just lights up. He gets the ear-to-ear grin.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to love a guy who's just going to downhill attack. And, that downhill attack always is going to leave a shot open for someone else.
Schillinger's first free throw is good. 3 first quarter points for David Schillinger, 2 for Dylan Eaton, 2 for Caleb Smith, and 2 for Peyton Lacombe. Ludington out to a quick 9-0 lead with 4:55 to go in this first quarter. Schillinger gets both free throws. And I was talking the other night about his aunt, who was an all-state basketball player for Ludington in 1988, and I referred to her as Lisa Schillinger. Well, she was known as Lisa Schillinger in 1988. She now goes by Lisa Marie. So I know, Lisa Marie, you're out there watching tonight, so we want to send out a shout-out to you, and your nephew is one heck of a ball player. There's a shot put up there by Western Michigan Christian. No good. Saved right there. Good job by Gilchrist to save that ball. Lehman now. Oh, look at that. Oh, Spencer Holmes, what a pass there to Peyton Lacombe, who gets the bucket.
Absolutely. Thought for a second it was going to go out of bounds. Made a pretty good save there and got it right to Lacombe.
Orioles 12, Warriors nothing. There's a shot up, in and out, no good right there by number 42, Jared Olson. And now here come the Orioles. Gilchrist to Lehman. No, Lehman missed the gimme. You won't see that happen too often.
No, you won't. Maybe that's his first shot of the season, so he's maybe a little nervous.
Jared, I think he was too wide open.
Absolutely.
All right, we have a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. Ludington 12, Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian nothing. You're watching and listening to the WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network. Stay tuned.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch.
This is Kyle, Executive Vice President with Safe Harbor Credit Union. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success, and we belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Holly Gym. Ludington 12, Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian nothing. 3:55 remaining in this opening quarter. And boy, Jared, what a start by our Ludington Orioles.
Yeah, certainly Coach Shank couldn't have asked for a better start here.
With the ball for the Warriors, number 2, Jaron Childers. There's a steal ahead of the field. The pass there, up and in. Give the assist to Lacombe. Give the basket to David Sunshine Schillinger. Ludington up 14-0. Schillinger almost had another steal right there. He couldn't believe he didn't have it, Jared.
Thought he did. Thought he had it.
Yeah. Okay, Western Michigan Christian with it. Jared Olson. And now a foul, I believe, is going to be called on Peyton Lacombe. And you don't like to see your big guy pick one up way out there by the, 20-some feet, 22, 23 feet from the basket.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be upset with himself for that one.
And usually you won't see Peyton pick up a foul that far out. There's a shot on the way, no good there by Jared Olson. However, the Warriors retain possession. Shot from the paint, good. Give the basket there to Sam Liggett, and Western Michigan Christian on the board at the 3:10 mark. Ludington leads by 12, 14-2. Lacombe, he'll go baseline. Peyton Lacombe, shot good! Boy, he was not going to be denied. That was a power move, wasn't it?
Yep. He was going for the dunk. I think he just didn't quite get enough liftoff there.
16-2, Ludington on top, 2:52 to go in the opening quarter. Now the ball batted out of bounds. Checking into the game for the Warriors will be number 5. Checking back in, I should say, Joe Waller. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a little research here because that name sounds really familiar, Joe Waller. I thought he was a running back with Muskegon Catholic.
Well, I certainly know they like to shift around there in Muskegon County.
Yeah. All right, there's a ball, a turnover by Muskegon. I almost called it Muskegon Catholic now. Muskegon Western Michigan Christian, and Ludington back on the attack. Gilchrist to Holmes, over to Lacombe. Three-point attempt for Schillinger, no good. Long rebound by Lacombe. Peyton Lacombe, his shot, good, and he's fouled. Those long, long arms there, Peyton Lacombe.
Yeah, West Michigan Christian struggling early, keeping him off the boards. Let's hope he can do that all night.
You know, I'm surprised. I look at the roster here, and that's how tall he was as a freshman there, Jared. They got him listed at 6'6" here. I think that's to fool the opposing teams and so forth. He's more like 6'8". I was looking at that. And
yeah, I would agree. And probably freshman year, he's probably giving himself an extra inch or two, too. I know people on the roster like to do that.
Yeah. Lacombe gets the basket, the free throw, and he completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Ludington now up 19-2. Because you look at it, and Matt Westhouse is listed at 6'8". Matt is just a little bit taller than Peyton, but I wouldn't say he's 2 inches taller.
No, I would agree. He's definitely not a full 2 inches.
Yeah. All right, the Warriors whirling the ball around. Shot put up there, no good by Childers. And here comes the Orioles. Lacombe with it. Peyton Lacombe is going to be, what do they call him?
They got him for a carry there.
Carry, yep. Carry in violation on the Orioles. Look at Coach Shank out there, always coaching his players.
Doesn't matter the score, he's always going to be coaching, find something wrong. And in a good way, though. He's not just trying to pick on him.
Exactly. And you got to love it, Jared, as well, you know, and everybody who's played for Coach Shank, his main motto, tradition never graduates.
Absolutely.
And what's the other, making better men?
Building men for other, I don't know. Let me think about it. You
okay,
threw me on the spot there.
You'll get it, Jared. I know you'll get it. You'll come right up with it here. Okay, there's a shot up, no good there by Childers. And Lacombe with the rebound. He'll get it ahead now to Gilchrist. Gilchrist a little bit too hot on that pass right there as he tried to get it over to Spencer Holmes.
Men built for others.
There we go.
Think about it there for a
men
second.
built for others. I love that. Yep.
It's a good motto to live by.
Yep. 11 checks into the Warrior lineup number. That's Ben Moorhead. He's a sophomore. Orioles up 19-2. 1:33 to go in this opening quarter. Childers with it. West Michigan Christian comes into this game 0-1, just like the Orioles. Olson. Now to Moorhead. Over to Liggett. I'm sorry, that was Sam Sipe who's in the game. And Ludington's defense forces another turnover on the court for the Orioles right now. You got both the Gilchrist twins. Number 12, that's Nathan Gilchrist, and number 21, Aiden Gilchrist. You also have Peyton Lacombe. That's not Schillinger. That's Cole Anthus.
It's his long-lost brother there, Scoop.
Exactly. They could be cut brothers. Anthus wears number 2. Spencer Holmes with it. There's a three-point attempt off the mark there from Peyton Lacombe. Peyton, he kind of turns around. He gave a grimace on that one. He goes, well, I can't believe I was that far off with that shot.
Yeah, he wasn't liking that one. That one was awfully short. And I'm going to guess Coach Shank didn't like that shot either. They didn't move the ball around too much. And it doesn't matter the score. You got to get the ball around, get some offense going.
And a lot of times you'll hear Coach Shank and you'll hear Coach Stowe when he's talking about his girls team too. His players, sometimes unselfish to a fault, they'll pass up a very good shot for a great shot, which, you can't fault that, but it's...
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have a foul called on the Orioles, Cole Anthus. 4 team fouls on the Orioles, 3 on the Warriors. At the free throw line, number 42, Jared Olson. This free throw, no good. .45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Orioles up 19-2. Second free throw also no good. Rebound to Lacombe. Peyton Lacombe will bring the ball up. Lacombe, nice move. Shot up and in. Peyton Lacombe with the bucket. 11 first quarter points for Lacombe. His Orioles lead 21-2.
He's been doing a great job in the fast break, pushing the ball up, and if no one stops him, he's taking it all the way to the hoop.
Well, you got to love the way, he was up on the varsity as a freshman, and the way his confidence has been coming along each year.
Absolutely, and he's been in the weight room getting stronger. You can definitely tell he's much more confident and more physical down low.
As he told, I remember Brian Lacombe coming up to me. I believe this was between his freshman and sophomore years, and his dad come up and he said, "Hey, Scoop," he goes, Peyton come up to me, he goes, "Dad, last year there were times I was scared. I wasn't myself. I'm not any longer." He just said it was like the light went on, it was like, oh, watch out, teams around West Michigan.
It's always good to hear.
Yep. I can only see, that can be pretty daunting as a freshman playing varsity basketball here at Ludington.
Yeah, it's you don't see too many freshmen up, and you know when they are, they got some real talent.
There's a steal. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Oh, yeah, reverse dunk right there, sister. The 23rd career dunk there by Peyton Lacombe, and he added a little panache to that as well. Reverse dunk.
Absolutely.
And that sent it in the student section into an absolute frenzy.
I loved it. That one might be his best one yet, Scoop.
Ludington closes out the first quarter with a Peyton Lacombe dunk, and they lead 23-2 at the end of one. Stay tuned to the OSN and WMOM.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Holly Gym. The Peyton Lacombe Dunkometer has been activated already here.
Scoop.
Right at the end of the first quarter with one of those prettiest dunks he's ever had. He had, that's the second dunk of the season. He had 10 last year as a junior, 10 as a sophomore, 1 as a freshman, so that gives him 23 career dunks, and that was the first one where a little reverse dunk there, Jared.
Yeah, he had a little pizzazz with that one. The fans certainly like that one.
Ludington 23, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 2, in a huge first quarter for Peyton Lacombe. He ended up with 11 first quarter points, 2 for Caleb Smith, 2 for Dylan Eaton, and Sunshine David Schillinger with 6 points in that first quarter. There's a steal by Schillinger, and he'll get the bucket. Ludington 25, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 2. On the court for the Orioles right now, you have Cole Anthus, you have David Sunshine Schillinger, you have Caleb Smith, you've got Dylan Eaton, and you have Levi Lehman. I looked at that for a second, and I saw that 11, and I automatically started to say Joshua Lehman.
Yeah, well, a lot of people get those mixed up. They're basically twins, just a little separate age. You can definitely tell they're brothers.
And Joshua was a bit taller as well.
Absolutely.
Levi's the football player of the family. And but both of them, number 11.
Yep. Gotta love that number 11.
Yep. All right, the Orioles lead 25-2. 7:32 to go in this opening half. Our OSN Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight will be Peyton Lacombe, and his interview will air at the half. You don't want to miss that, folks. Lacombe on the bench right now, getting a breather. Dylan Eaton guarding right there. Now the pass, too much there. Goes off the hands of Jared Olson.
Yeah, West Michigan Christians just had a hard time even just making simple passes. It seems like they're all on different wavelengths tonight.
Schillinger with it. Now to Smith. Anthus. Eaton. Schillinger, three-pointer from the far baseline. Good! Tickled the twines from the far baseline. And Ludington has a 28-2 lead. You would call that a pretty exceptional rhythm three, wouldn't you, Jared?
Absolutely. They set it up nicely. They passed the ball all the way around the arc and got it to him wide open in the corner.
And the Warriors get a bucket right there. Give that one to number 21, Sam Liggett. And he has the 4 points for the Warriors in this game. Ludington up 28-4. Schillinger with it now. Over to Anthus. Smith. Back to Anthus, now to Eaton. Dylan Eaton will go baseline, little jump, running jumper, no good. Rebound, Levi Lehman, no good. Put back by Dylan Eaton.
Great job sticking with it there by Eaton and Levi.
Dylan Eaton will be our Safe Harbor Credit Union player in the spotlight for our game here on Tuesday at Hawley as the Orioles take on the Benzie Central Huskies. There's a basket up and in. And give that one, I believe that was Liggett again.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Spin move by him there.
He's got all 6 of their points. Eaton. Now we're going to have, I think Eaton, did he step out of bounds or Jared?
They might have got him on a little bit of a hold there on the defense end.
Oh, okay. I figured it was either that or it looked like he may have stepped out of bounds. He was awfully close.
He was certainly close there, Scoop.
Checking back into the Oriole lineup, number 42, Peyton Lacombe, and also number 21, Aiden Gilchrist. And I said that Peyton had 11 first quarter points. He actually had 13. I was so excited on the dunk, Jared, I didn't write it down.
To count that one, Scoop. I was like, it didn't happen.
13 first quarter points for Peyton Lacombe, punctuated by that thunderous dunk.
Absolutely. And he got a well-earned break to start the second quarter. Now he obviously is back in, probably looking to get a few more points.
Ludington up 30-6. The Orioles led 23-2 at the end of the first quarter. See if we got a report yet coming in from Western Michigan Christian. Wow. Looks like a defensive struggle. There's Lacombe. Good! He kissed it off the glass. Nice assist right there to Levi Lehman. A little give and go right there, Jared. Ludington up 32-6. And must be a heck of a defensive struggle going on at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian in girls basketball. At the end of the first quarter of play, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 6, Ludington 3.
Yeah, that's certainly a low-scoring battle there, and we'll see if their offense gets going here in the second quarter.
And according to Sarah, both Keelan Laird and Ryan Rohr both have been whistled for 2 fouls.
That's always going to hurt.
Yep, fouls are 10-3 with 6:24 left in the second. So,
yeah, we talked about that consistency with the reffing, and obviously we're not there, so we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
It doesn't appear to be very consistent.
As we said, it's a tough place to play.
Yes,
3-point attempt by Eaton, no good. And now Eaton gets the rebound, but he's out of bounds right there. And Warriors will get the ball right back.
Still a great effort there by Eaton fouling a shot. That's the second or third time he's done it tonight and got his own rebound.
These officials we got here tonight, they're letting these boys play, aren't they, Jared?
Yeah, and you gotta like that. Appreciate that a lot out of the referees, letting the boys play a little bit. It's not getting too physical out there, so they don't really need to keep anything in check.
32-6, Ludington on top. 5:21 remaining in the first half. Schillinger will inbound the ball to Gilchrist. That was Aiden Gilchrist, who wears number 21. Schillinger in the lane, nice move, shot. Oh, what a shot!
Pretty finish there.
Wow, that was pretty. Sunshine Schillinger seems like he can levitate and he seems like he can just hang in the air.
Yeah, he certainly knows how to control his body once he gets up there. You don't see that very often. A lot of people get out of control and throw the ball, not him.
Foul called on the Orioles, number 23, Dylan Eaton. Ludington leads 34-6, 5:07 to go in the opening half.
One thing that will happen once you get these big leads is that everyone's going to start gambling, going for steals, and that's where some of these fouls will come along, and that's why we're in the bonus here, Scoop.
Free throw is no good there by Jared Olson. Warriors get the ball back, and there's a three-pointer drained by Sam Liggett.
Scoop, 5 of their 9 points, it came off second chance points. I'm sure Coach Shank's not going to be too happy about that. Obviously limiting the scoring, but even those are not good.
Good observation on that, Jared. Schillinger, three-pointer, no good. Rebound to the Warriors. Ludington up by the score of 34-9. All 9 points for the Warriors scored by Sam Liggett. He wears number 21. Now Liggett is going to be fouled there. I think they're going to get Lacombe.
Lacombe or Schillinger. Not sure which one he's going to get it on.
That's going to be on Schillinger. Sunshine Schillinger called for the foul right there. That's the 8th team foul on the Orioles.
Right back to the line, slowing this game up. Not sure if they're going to get back into the game, but one way to do is get into the free throw line.
Shot is up and good. Liggett, that's his 10th point of the first half. Checking into the Warrior lineup, number 2, Jaron Childers. Now we see Oriole athletic trainer Miss Jen Mraz is coming down to take a look at the... He hits both free throws. Liggett with both free throws, so Ludington up 34-11. And Miss Jen is looking at one of the Warrior players, number 13, Jamie Cho. Here's the steal now by Liggett. And the ball batted out of bounds there by Peyton Lacombe.
Good job getting back on defense there by Lacombe, getting in front of the guy, no fast break buckets.
We want to thank Urca Auto Center. Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center is your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. There's a three-pointer, and that's that man again, Sam Liggett. He has all of the West Michigan Christian points, all 14 of them.
You'd obviously like to see some more of those Christian players scoring some buckets, but I'm sure he's going to be happy with the stat line tonight.
Look, Lacombe with it now. Gilchrist, his shot, no good. Rebound fought for, and coming away with it for the Warriors is Jaron Childers. There's a shot put up, and he cooled off a little. Liggett missed one right there.
There we go.
Now here's a shot up, no good there by Schillinger. However, an offensive rebound, and there's a three-pointer for Peyton Lacombe. And give a lot of credit there, Jared, to Levi Lehman, who kept that ball alive on that offensive rebound there and gets the assist.
Yeah, that might be the best trade of Levi, is getting those offensive rebounds and finding that open man.
Yep. He is he's a bull under the boards, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Not the tallest player, but very, very strong in the paint.
Nope, he can definitely play with his body well, and that's probably one of his, like I said, one of his best attributes.
Into the Oriole lineup. Number 15, Chase Hackert, 6-foot junior. Also checking in, be number 12, Nathan Gilchrist, a 6-foot junior. And number 5, Spencer Holmes, a 5'8" sophomore. They join Lacombe and Gilchrist. Another three-pointer right there, sister. Woohoo! Peyton Lacombe lighting it up here at Hawley. Drains another 3, and Ludington up 40-14 with 2:45 to go in this opening half.
Yeah, Payne Lacombe having himself a career night so far.
He's equaled. There's a bucket, and give it to Joe Waller. That's the first point scored by anybody on the Warrior team other than Sam Liggett. Lacombe feeling it. He has tied what he did on Tuesday night here at Hawley. He had 21 in the game. Another three-pointer. No good there. Boy, that looked like that was right on line right there, but just rimmed out there. Ludington up 40-16, 2:14 to go in this opening half. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, shot was put up there by Sam Liggett. Rebound to Holmes. Look at the passing there. Gilchrist with it, though. Gilchrist now to Hackert. Three-point attempt up, no good by Gilchrist. That was Aiden Gilchrist with a shot, and now here comes Sam Liggett. He'll give it off now to Jared Olson. His shot, no good, and it's wedged between the rim and the backboard. You see that happen about 2-3 times a year.
Yeah, and that's not what you like to see when you're shooting the ball, obviously.
Yeah, and then they just had Hackert. Oh, and the official comes over and get it. I thought they might have to get Peyton Lacombe to get that ball unwedged. We got a timeout on the floor, and I believe it's a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here and tell you a bit about Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, carrying business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Also, shout out to Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. And McGee Insurance Group, your number one Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, no problem, people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. And a shout out as well to our exclusive starting lineup sponsor, PM Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott Latimer a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. There's a shot up and in. Nice move right there by Aiden Gilchrist, who gets the bucket.
Yeah, and Aiden likes that three-point shot, but I like him a lot better when he slashed into the hoop.
Well, he made a nice move right there. Now there's a steal by Holmes, ahead to Gilchrist, and Gilchrist's shot is no good, but he's hacked, and he'll shoot. What do we got there? Oh, that's not going to count, though.
No, it is
not.
not.
The student section really getting into it over there.
Like that one.
Yeah. I missed it. I looked down. I was watching Aiden Gilchrist hit the hit the floor over here.
Yeah, Payton decided to finish that one home, even though it wasn't going to count.
Gilchrist first free throw, good. It looked pretty, but it does not go on to the Peyton Lacombe Dunkometer. Lacombe will take a breather, as will Nathan Gilchrist. Aiden Gilchrist hit the first free throw. Second attempt is up and no good. Rebound fought for, and the Warriors have it. Ludington up 43-16. The Orioles led 23-2 at the end of the first quarter. That was another big quarter in the second quarter. There's about a little over a minute to go before the half.
Looking to maybe get one more run before the half.
Nice.
Here,
Yep. Nice. Well, the pass broken up there, and here comes Dylan Eaton. Eaton will give it up now to David Schillinger. Schillinger in the lane. Now he'll dish. Now he's going to be, what are they going to get to? Oh, foul is going to be called on the Warriors, number 2, Jaron Childers. And Sunshine Schillinger is at the charity stripe. We want to thank Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street in downtown Scottville. Free throw is up and good. Lundquist, family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. Schillinger's second attempt is also good. Schillinger and Lacombe both having huge first halves.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's to be expected out of those two guys. It'll be interesting second half to see if anyone else steps up and gets a couple buckets as well.
Orioles up 45-16, 36 seconds to go in the opening half. Childers with it. He's guarded there by Holmes. There's a nice move down the lane. Shot up, no good there by Liggett. Here come the Orioles. Gilchrist in for 2. Aiden Gilchrist. He's got 5 in the first half. Ludington up 47-16. Now there's a steal by Schillinger. Schillinger, nice move. Shot up, no good. Tip, no good. Schillinger gets it back. Schillinger, his shot, no good, but he draws the foul. That's just hard work, isn't it, Jared?
Yeah. A lot of bodies flying around in there, and Schillinger did a nice job. Maybe got away with a little bit of an offensive hook there, but drew the foul nonetheless.
Orioles up 47-16, 3 seconds to go in the opening half. Free throws up and in. Second attempt, in and out, no good. Lehman with the, he loses it out of bounds, and it's going to be Muskegon Western Michigan Christian basketball.
Looks like we're staying here, Scoop. Ludington ball.
Oh, yeah. Belay my last, folks. It's going to be Oriole basketball. 1.3 seconds left. Schillinger will trigger it in. Let's see what they do here. He'll get it in to Lehman. Lehman, turn around. Oh, just off the mark, and we're at the half here at Holly Gym. Your score, the Ludington Orioles 48. The Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors 16. Back in 2 minutes here on the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. Stay tuned, those fans.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch.
This is Kyle, Executive Vice President with Safe Harbor Credit Union. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value. Being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success, and we belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Folks, the Oriole halftime show here brought to you as always by Safe Harbor Credit Union, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call at 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit. Yeah, as many times as I said that, you think I have it memorized. I do. Give them a call, 843-2323, Safe Harbor Credit Union. Again, our exclusive sponsor of the Oriole halftime show here on the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. Ludington up big, 48-16 here at the half. Ludington outscored the Warriors 23-2 in the first quarter, 25-14 in the second quarter. Scoring in the opening half for the Orioles, 2 points for Caleb Smith, 4 for Dylan Eaton, 5 for Aiden Gilchrist, and the rest of the points split up between David Schillinger and Peyton Lacombe. Schillinger with 17, and Lacombe had, let's see here, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 21 first half points for Peyton Lacombe. And that Oriole dynamic duo there of Lacombe and Schillinger, pretty potent there, Jared.
Yeah, absolutely. And that dynamic duo is going to be around all year round, so it's going to be exciting to see with Ludington basketball.
Well, earlier I had the chance to talk to Oriole Peyton Lacombe, and he is our Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight. We're going to take a listen to his interview right now when we return. More of the halftime show here on the OSN and WMOM. Stay tuned. Welcome, and ladies and gentlemen, to the Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight for tonight's ball game. That player is Peyton Lacombe. I didn't call you Peyton Manning. Hey, we got it right off the bat. Peyton is a senior. He wears jersey number 42 when he plays the forward position. Peyton, what does it mean to you being a Ludington Oriole basketball player and wearing the orange and black?
Well, Scoop, I've been Oriole on the varsity team for a few years now, but it just means a lot. You always, under Coach Shank, always just playing with heart and giving all you got on the floor, and that's what's most important to me.
Peyton, you've been up on the varsity since your freshman year. And it's hard to believe this is your senior year, isn't it? It's flown by, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just been a blur, just going from season to season. It's like, I got another one coming, but now it's finally the last one. So
exactly,
now we're here.
Yep. What is your favorite part of the game?
Oh man, it's a tough one. I think definitely just possessions where the ball is zinging around and you just get a great easy layup or open shot, and it's just all net or just wide open. That's
or perhaps a dunk?
Or maybe sometimes.
Hey, I'm looking forward to getting that Peyton Lacombe dunkometer cranked up tomorrow night.
We'll see.
Okay, very nice. I wanted to ask you, what do you feel is the strongest or best trait or attribute about the way you play the game, Peyton?
For me, I think just being able to stretch the floor. I'm a fairly tall individual, so I can take it to the rack or, step outside and shoot the perimeter shot, which I think distincts my game.
Oh, no doubt about that, both outside or inside. It's great. Team strengths and team goals this year.
For strengths, I just think we've had a few injuries, which is really unfortunate, but I think we're really deep this year. We have a lot of athletes who are can fly all over the floor. Gilchrist, Cole Anthus, Caleb Smith, just to name a couple. But I think once we get everything flowing, I just think we'll be tough to play against.
And speaking of that, Peyton, great chemistry last year with you and then your junior year and David Sunshine Schillinger, a freshman last year. A lot of you guys just really had some real good chemistry. Also, Levi Lehman out there last year. You guys had a great run in the tournaments, winning a district championship, making it to the regional championship game. So there are high expectations this year. And how do you deal with those high expectations?
I think, for me, I just kind of look at it as going game by game and just playing as hard as I can for that game. And, as you go on, the tournament starts to come up and you just prepare as much as you can. As Coach Shanks says, if you're failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
How awesome was it beating Cadillac last year on their court for the district championship after they beat you and your team during the regular season?
Oh, it was incredible. I mean, we always don't really show them everything in the first game at home, but it was almost like David's shot was going in slow motion as I was running to rebound and just all net. It was amazing, spectacular.
Hell yeah, it's gotten to the point where Ludington Cadillac is a great non-conference rivalry. Yeah, no doubt. Favorite restaurant in Ludington and why?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with El Rancho. I like the burritos there. That's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like the Mexican food, huh? All right. Favorite sports movie?
Ooh, definitely just probably Remember the Titans.
Okay.
Like Denzel Washington.
I think I'd asked you this last year, maybe not too long ago, if you'd ever seen Hoosiers.
I have not. I still haven't.
I couldn't believe I asked David Schillinger the same thing. I said, you got to watch that. You guys are basketball fanatics. You got to watch Hoosiers. You'll believe me, you will really enjoy it. Hobbies?
It just seems like basketball, takes up a large part of my life, but I like to lift weights and play video games with my buddies.
Okay.
So on the downtime.
Okay. Favorite class and teacher at LHS?
Probably right now, I enjoy calculus with Mrs. Stone.
And your role model or person you admire or look up to?
Definitely my brother. I looked at him, he was big into weightlifting, and that really inspired me to work hard and at home, outside of sports and behind closed doors.
And your future plans, we know you signed your national letter of intent about a month ago at the LHS athletic director's office to play college basketball at Michigan Tech and further your education. And tell the watchers and listeners a little bit more about that and why you picked Michigan Tech.
So I went up to campus in Houghton, and it was beautiful. I loved it. The ski resort right across. Not that I'm allowed to ski, but I loved Coach Beitner, the head coach there. He's the first year. He's a great guy, and I just think it was a great fit for me. The offense, kind of a flow and perimeter shooting based program. So I think I just was a great fit for me academically as well.
And a full ride scholarship in biomedical engineering, correct?
Yes, sir.
That had to have been a big decision factor as well, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Peyton, anybody watching or listening to tonight's broadcast you'd like to say hello to?
I always like to shout out my uncle in Florida and my grandma who's down there right now, and hope they're safe.
All right. Well, thanks, Peyton, and congratulations on being the Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight for tonight's game. We wish you and the Orioles all the best this season. Go get 'em, O's.
Thank you so much, Scoop.
Welcome back to Holly Gym. That was a lot of fun interviewing Peyton Lacombe for his Safe Harbor Credit Union player in the spotlight interview. And, of course, his uncle he was talking about, his classmate of mine, class of 1984,
Nice.
Tim Tarkington. And I know he's very proud of his nephews, both Parker and Peyton. And, of course, 84, great year, the last time the Detroit Tigers won the World Series.
Absolutely. Hoping that changes here soon in the next couple of years.
Exactly. Big shout out to Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. We're ready to start play here in the second half. And we just got news from Sarah Laird at the half. Ludington winning by the score of 16-14 in girls varsity basketball action. There's a steal and a layup by Sunshine Schillinger. Good start to the second half. Ludington up 50-16.
Starting right where they left off, Scoop.
And I believe that will activate the state-mandated running clock. I know in football it's 35 points
Yeah, I
in
can't
the
quite
second
remember
half.
what it is for basketball,
So
but we got to be close there
Yeah,
anyway.
35 or 40. There's a three-pointer. Give that one to Jared Olson. So again, at the half at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian girls varsity basketball, Ludington winning by the score of 16-14. Three-point attempt there by Lacombe off the mark. Ludington gets the offensive rebound, however, and Schillinger will take the three off the mark. Caleb Smith with the rebound, put back no good. Smith fighting for it, and coming away with it is Schillinger.
4 offensive rebounds so far this possession. Let's see if we can get one in the hoop.
You talk about hustling for the basketball. Levi Lehman with it. Lehman now, Eaton, Schillinger. Schillinger will go baseline, and he'll dish it right there. And we have a steal for West Michigan Christian, and there's a shot up and in, and give that to Jaron Childers. Ludington up 50-21. Lacombe, no good. Put back, good.
That time we got into some offense, got the ball moving around, got an easy bucket.
Ludington up 52-21, 6:16 to go in the third quarter. On the court for the Orioles right now, you have Lacombe, Lehman, Schillinger, Smith, and Eaton. Boy, look at it, Dylan Eaton hustle right there. Shot no good by the Warriors, and here comes Schillinger. Schillinger to Lacombe. Basket no good. Kept it alive right there. Lehman, his shot no good. Still kept alive, out of bounds, and it'll be West Michigan Christian basketball there. I think on that play right there, Jared, I think Schillinger was trying to hit Lacombe with the alley-oop for the dunk right there.
Yeah, I think they got a little bit ahead of themselves right there. West Michigan Christian did a good job getting back on defense. Probably should have went for an easy 2. Unfortunate, but got to get back on defense.
5:36 to go in this third quarter. West Michigan Christian with the basketball. Schillinger guarding Liggett. Now there's a steal by Levi Lehman. Lehman will take the shot. No good. Dunk! Dunk! Right there, sister. Is former Pittsburgh Penguin hockey announcer Mike Lang used to say, "Scratch my back with a hacksaw."
That was a pretty one right off the offensive rebound.
Peyton Lacombe with the dunk. That's his second dunk of the game, his third on the season, and his 24th career dunk.
Absolutely. The best dunks are always the one you never expect.
Ludington up 54-21. 25 points for Peyton Lacombe in this ball game. Now we've got some substitutions for the Orioles. There's a three-point attempt by Gilchrist. No good. That was Nathan Gilchrist right there. On the court for the Orioles, you got number 2, Cole Anthus. You got number 15, Chase Hackert. You've got 44 out there. Ethan Harvey seeing his first varsity action.
Absolutely.
Harvey, yep, go ahead, Jared.
I believe this is Ryan Millspaugh's first action as varsity player.
Yes,
too,
it
so
is.
Nice to see these guys
Yeah,
get
it
out
is.
there.
Harvey wears 44. He's a 6'2" junior. And also out there, as you said, number 32, Ryan Millspaw. And Millspaw is a 5'10" junior. So you got Millspaw out there with Chase Hackert, Cole Anthus, and Ethan Harvey. And also the 5th member out there, Nathan Gilchrist.
Yeah, and you love to see these guys get out there, showcase their talent as well, even though they might not get as many minutes as the normal starter.
Ludington up 54-21, 4:32 to go in this third quarter. Nice move, and a basket right there to Chase Hackert, who gets, I believe that's his first varsity points right there.
I believe you're right, and it was a nice little move there, driving into the paint and getting it up with his left hand.
That's a name that's very synonymous with Oriole basketball, the Hackert name.
Absolutely.
Yep. Here's a nice turnaround right there. Shot wouldn't go, though. Offensive rebound to Muskegon Western Michigan Christian, but there's a nice defensive play by Nathan Gilchrist. Ludington up 56-21, 3:59 to go in the third quarter, and a foul called on the Warriors, number 21, Sam Liggett. We have timeout on the floor. Ludington up 56-21. And we want to tell you folks about Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the Orioles Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. As well, Crown and Cork open Tuesday through Thursday, 4:30 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturdays, 4:30 to 10 p.m. Everything is made with fresh and, when possible, with locally sourced ingredients, located at 502 West Loomis across from the Ludington Marina. That's Crown and Cork. Get the chance, folks, check it out. The salmon there is delicious. I've had it 2 or 3 times already. And House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Orioles sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. And getting his first varsity points, number 44, Ethan Harvey.
Yeah, that was a really good play there on the inbound. That's exactly what Coach Shank drew up and got Harvey a nice little move there on the left block.
There's a steal now. Hackert with the steal, and the shot, he overlaid it right there. And the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Warrior basketball. 3:29 to go in the third quarter. Ludington up 58-21.
Chase.
Go ahead, Jared.
Chase Hackett using his defensive back skills right there on that interception. Just couldn't quite finish it off there.
Apparently, it's 40 points, or we're right at that threshold because the clock has not been activated, the running clock. So
yeah, and the Warriors will just keep on fighting back a little bit, avoiding that 40 points.
Yep.
Very clear that the Warriors are missing Vernado tonight. Not sure he'd cover the 35-point deficit, but maybe this game would be a little bit more exciting.
Getting the basket right there for the Warriors was number 20, Sam Sipe. Oh, look at Colanthus. Was he up in the air, or was he up in the air there?
He almost jumped right over that guy, Scoop.
I thought he was going to jump up here into the booth, and we're way up here. Muskegon Western, there's a rebound there to Anthus.
Really nice job there by Cole running the court and getting it up to Nathan Gilchrist, who's gimping a little bit here, maybe landing on his ankle wrong.
Nathan Gilchrist, his first points of the ball game. Ludington leads 60-23. 2:45 to go in this third quarter. Three-point attempt up and drilled right there. Give the three-pointer to Sam Sipe. 60-26. Colanthus, give him the bucket. Colanthus, nice move there, Jared.
Yeah, absolutely. He's had a nice little run here, about 45 seconds.
Yep, another timeout on the floor. Ludington up 62-26. We're going to stay right here and tell you about Benedict's Auto Center, another of our fine sponsors, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. If you do end up with a scrape, if you're an offender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, call Mike Benedict, 231-613-4111. Benny also reminds you that it is your choice when it comes to selecting a car repair business, and that you can go where you desire to have your vehicle repaired. Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Well, the Peyton Lacombe Dunkometer can add 2 tonight so far. I don't think we're going to see much more of Peyton probably for the rest of the game, Jared.
Yeah, I'm going to guess Coach Shank's going to leave him on the bench there probably the rest of the night. He might get another minute and a half if he's lucky.
But that's the way Coach Shank is. He is, class act. He's not one to run up scores, and that's not the way he plays the game.
Absolutely, and it's a really long season, so no reason to keep your star players in the game longer than they need to.
All right. The Warriors on the attack, and now we're going to have a traveling violation called. Ludington JV boys winning tonight by the score of 57-39. The Ludington boys freshman wins. We're not sure on the score right there. And the Ludington JV girls win by the score of 37-20 at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. Right now, the Ludington girls varsity, they are winning 16-14 at the half. That's the last report we got. There's a shot put up by the Orioles' Ethan Harvey. It's no good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line, and he will shoot 2. Our next broadcast after tonight will be Tuesday right back here at Hawley Gym, Ludington boys basketball. as the Orioles host the Benzie Central Huskies. OSN will be on the air around 5:30, bringing you the JV boys game, and then OSN will collaborate with WMOM for the varsity contest. Harvey's first free throw is good. Second attempt up and also good. Boy, nice looking free throws there, Jared, for Ethan Harvey.
Yeah, you don't see that often with big guys, but he's got a nice little pretty touch there. At
Nice
the free throw
stroke.
line.
Yep. Ludington up 64-26, 1:53 to go in this third quarter. Now Ludington's defense forces another turnover.
Yeah, Cole Anthony's having himself a nice third quarter on the defense and offensive end.
Yep. Checking into the lineup for the Warriors, number 21, Sam Liggett. You know, I mentioned we probably won't see much more of Peyton Lacombe. I doubt we'll see much more of David Sunshine Schillinger as well.
Yeah, I'm going to guess they're both going to be enjoying the sideline, cheering on their teammates.
Oh, look at that pass. Oh,
Beautiful.
Nice pass from Millspaw getting the assist. And the bucket, give it to Nathan Gilchrist.
And it doesn't look like his ankle's bothering him too much anymore after he was limping a few minutes ago.
Ludington 66, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 26. And that will kick in the state-mandated running clock now, Jared.
There it is.
It's a 40-point Oriole lead. So Tuesday we'll have the boys game here at Hawley, and then Friday we'll have the girls game here at Hawley as they host longtime arch rival Manistee. That'll be the 17th on the girls game, 14th on the boys game.
Those Ludington Manistee girls basketball games are always a good battle.
Oh, yeah. Well, Manistee girls have been down a bit the last few years, but, you know, it's a rivalry game. You know how that goes.
Absolutely. You never know with rivalry games.
Jared and myself will talk a little bit about the 26th annual Motor City Roundball Classic coming up, with both Ludington boys and girls will be participating in December 29th and 30th. Still got those two regular season broadcasts left here at Hawley next week, Jared, and then we got a little bit of time off, and we're playing on the 29th and 30th, boys at Ferndale High School, and the girls will be playing at Westfield Prep High School.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a little bit of break in between those going into Christmas break, but as we know, it's going to be some tough competition down there, and I'm sure Coach Shake's not worried about the wins and losses, more concerned about just developing the game.
Oh, look at that passing.
Beautiful.
Give the bucket to Chase Hackert. Unselfish passing right there. What you love to see in your teammates, unselfish teammates. And now a bucket is scored there by West Michigan Christians, number 23, Eli Malik. And he is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Ludington leads 68-28. The clock about to buzz right now. Actually, I think for free throws, it's supposed to be stopped, except for down to 2 minutes. So there's a shot put up no good there by Aiden Gilchrist. And your score at the end of three from Hawley Gym, the Ludington Orioles 68, the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors 28. Back in 60 seconds here on the OSN and WMOM. Stay tuned.
Hey Oriole Nation, this is Mike Benedict from Benedict Auto Center. We're excited to be at our new location on US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. We're just west of Amber Road. We invite you to come out and say hello, check out the new facility, see what we have to offer. We have all your collision needs. We have licensed technicians so we can get your car back on the road safely. Also, we're excited that we're almost 80 years in the business from when my grandfather and my father did it before me. Back in the 1940s, we're excited that we still keep the tradition going, and who knows what's going to happen leading into the future. And here at Benedict Auto Center, we're also excited to be part of the Oriole Sports Network, or OSN, as better suited by Scoop. And we look forward to being a part of this going forward, and are excited to be part of Oriole Nation. Go O's!
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Ludington 68, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 28. Orioles outscored the Warriors 20-12 in that third quarter. Ludington led at the end of one, 23-2. They were up 48-16 at the halftime after outscoring the Warriors 25-14 in the second quarter. And you look at the score sheet, Jared.
Got to give credit to these Warriors. You know, the score is obviously not in their favor, but they certainly aren't backing down now.
I agree with you on that, Jared. Good assessment. Liggett gets the first free throw. He's been the major contributor to their offense tonight.
Yeah, there hasn't been much, but he's certainly impressed me a lot.
He gets both free throws. And he has 16 of their 30 points. Ludington on the attack. Hackert with it. Now to Gilchrist to Smith. Caleb Smith in the lane. Shot up. Nice move by Caleb Smith. And he gets the bucket. L'Orioles up 70-30. You know, I was over last night, Jared, doing interviewing Dylan Eaton for a future player in the spotlight for the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. And there's another bucket there by Sam Liggett. Is that a three?
I believe it was.
Yes, it was. That was a three-pointer by Sam Liggett. He's got 19. And as I was, just before I interviewed Dylan Eaton, I heard a couple of the Oriole players talking about when was the last time an Oriole team scored up in the 70s or 80s. And I said, you know, I overheard him and I went over and I talked. I said, well, I remember a game, I believe it was back in 2008 when I was doing the public address announcing here. And I remember that team had a bunch of three-point shooters on it. It was against Fruitport, and Ludington put up 100 that game. Yeah. And I think they had 21 three-pointers in that game, which is in the MHSAA state record books. It's not the record, but it's up high.
Okay.
And just remember that team had guys on it like Nick Thompson, and that's the one that comes to mind immediately. But that's the last time I remember a Ludington team putting up 100 points. And in fact, when we have the next broadcast on Tuesday, I'm going to go look that up, and I'll be more specific on that for all of you Oriole fans out there listening and watching tonight's telecast.
Scoop, I could be wrong, but I want to say I don't know what year it was, but I believe Ludington put up 100 on Scottville, and it might have even been after 2008.
Yeah, you are right on that. I remember that game. I don't know. At the time, I don't think I was doing play-by-play for the radio time. I think I was still doing public address announcing. All right, Ludington up 70-33, 5:08 to go. Now we've had turnovers for both teams, and there's a shot up and in for Joe Waller. On the court for Ludington right now, Spencer Holmes. You also have Chase Hackert, Caleb Smith, Aiden Gilchrist, and Ethan Harvey. Harvey with it. Now his pass, a little five-hole pass right there. Went through Caleb Smith's five-hole right between the legs.
Yeah, I think Smith was going in for the rebound there, thinking Harvey was going to go up with it. Probably should have, but he was just, once again, being unselfish.
Ben Moorhead will check into the game. Again, the state-mandated running clock is in effect right now. Ludington, once the Orioles got that 40-point lead that kicked in, you know, and I see that running clock. You don't see it that often, but even during football season, Jared, you still wonder how some of these teams put up as many points as they do with the running clock going.
Yeah, you know, you really wonder, and I guess when you get going early, and even if the other team's scoring a little bit like West Michigan Christian's been doing tonight since the first quarter, I mean, that's going to get you some high-scoring games.
And then you get players that don't see much action. They get in there and they want to do their best, you know.
They want to get some shots up early and often.
They're amped up in front of the hometown crowd here. Oh, look at that. What a great job there by Spencer Holmes, keeping his balance as not to be called for a travel there.
Yeah, and I thought maybe he had, but it looked like the refs disagreed with me there, and I'll take it.
Fouls called on the Orioles. Aiden Gilchrist. And I believe we're going to have a timeout here. Ludington up 70-35. And it's going to be, I don't know, is it going to be a full? I did not see this thing. It will be a full, so we'll step aside, folks. You're watching and listening to the OSN and WMOM. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We invite you to come and experience our casual fine dining with little wait. We feature craft cocktails and an extensive wine selection. Our seasonally changing menu showcases a variety of influences, but highlights what the Great Lakes and Mason County farmers have to offer. Bring your entire family. We encourage your children to explore our play area while waiting for food from our kid-approved menu. We're open Tuesday through Thursday from 4:30 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 4:30 to 10 p.m. We're located at 502 West Loomis across from the Ludington Marina. Dueling pianos are here once per month. Check our Facebook page for more details and for this month's specials. We look forward to seeing you at Crown and Cork soon.
Welcome back to Hawley. Ludington leads 70-35. Scoop Hansen, Jared Collins, Braden Kronline, and Julia Havman, the OSN team, collaborating with WMOM. Jared, it's been a lot of fun here with your making your debut as a color commentary man here on the OSN and WMOM.
Yeah, and thanks again for having me, Scoop. Obviously, always appreciate the invite.
Well, you're
Happy I could be here.
more than welcome. Look forward to working with you this season. Like I said, we're going to have a bevy of announcers from Charlie Gunsel, who you played football for, to Kyle Grzinski, to maybe Warren Stowe, and also the possibility of Riley Calhoun, who did football this year. And I think he's going to do some basketball, too. We got bodies all over the court right there. There's a shot put up, no good. And Cole Anthus looks a little bit, he's a tough kid. He's back up. There's a shot drained right there by Jared Olson.
Yeah, that was a good effort there by the Warriors, just not giving up there. Like you said, there was bodies everywhere. They just found a way to get the ball in the hoop.
Nice pass. And give the basket there to Nathan Gilchrist. Good passing by the Orioles. They lead 72-38, 2:41 to go in the ball game. Orioles have led all the way. They had a huge first quarter, outscoring the Warriors 23-2. They led at the half by the score of 48-16. Look at this. There's a shot. Oh, in and out, no good. Smith good, though. Caleb Smith with the offensive rebound, and he gets the bucket, and he's got 6 points in this game. Okay, we have a score from Sarah Laird at the end of 3 down at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. Our Ludington Oriole girls varsity team leads by the score of 27-26. Sounds like quite a battle down there. And that very well, Jared, could be, we're just super early in the season, and it's the first conference game of the year, but that could be one of the key battles for the conference championship.
Yeah, absolutely. Hoping they end up on the top side of that game, obviously. And also, if they do come out on the top side of that, we're going to have a Friday night sweep here for Ludington Sports.
And that's always very sweet.
Absolutely.
All right, Anthus with it now to Millspaw. Back to Anthus. Now back to Millspaw. He'll take the 3. No good. Rebound to Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. There's a nice move there by Olson. Couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound up and in, and give the basket there to Eli Malik. Ludington 74, Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 40. Again, happy 25th birthday wishes to the Orioles manager, Chris Speedy Lopez, celebrating a big birthday today. He told me last night, he said, Scoop, I won't be at the game tomorrow. I said, what is going to keep you from an Oriole basketball game? It's got to be something pretty important. He goes, it's my 25th birthday, and he was going out for dinner.
Well, hey, that's good. And
So-
I'm sure he's gonna be happy to hear that the Orioles got a nice big win for him.
At the free throw line, trying to complete the three-point play for the Warriors, Eli Malik. Shot is no good. Rebound to Nathan Gilchrist. He'll outlet the ball now to Chase Hackert. Hackert to Smith. And this Coach Shank hasn't really, I thought he might substitute a little bit more there, Jared, but there's a nice shot up with the left hand, and Spencer Holmes gets his first bucket of the game. Ludington up 76-40.
Yeah, I think Coach Shank's pretty content right now with this lineup, just finishing the game out, and they've been doing a pretty good job on the defensive end.
The one player I'm surprised has not played much tonight is Matt Westhouse.
You know, Scoop, I was looking down the sideline. I don't know if he's on the bench there tonight.
Oh, look at that bucket. Getting the shot to fall there, Nathan Gilchrist. He's got 8 on the night. Ludington up 78-40. I think you're right. I thought I had seen him in the first half, but apparently not.
Yeah, and
Must be seeing things again, Jared.
Ghosts happen every once in a while.
Yeah.
Scoop. You might be seeing those.
Millspaw, three-pointer, good! Ryan Millspaw, first varsity points. He's on the score sheet. And it looks like the only Oriole that's not going to score tonight is Levi Lehman. And he was a starter.
He's a starter, and he did a great job on the offensive boards and defensive end. So, he might have wanted a bucket, but he did more than enough.
And there's the buzzer, and your final score, the Ludington Orioles 81, the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors 42. Back in 2 minutes here on the OSN and WMOM. Stay tuned, O's fans.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch.
This is Kyle, Executive Vice President with Safe Harbor Credit Union. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value. Being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success, and we belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
81-42, the final score here in boys varsity basketball action tonight. The Orioles led all the way. They had a huge first quarter, outscoring the Warriors 23-2. They outscored the Warriors 25-14 in the second quarter. Took a 48-16 halftime lead in, and then they coasted pretty much. Well, they coasted actually from the first quarter on, and they were up 68-28 at the end of three. They win 81-42. For the game, Ludington outscores the Warriors 23-2 in the first, 25-14 in the second, 20-12 in the third, and they get outscored in the fourth quarter 14-13. We'll have the scoring for you here momentarily, but it was pretty much total domination by the Ludington Orioles tonight, Jared.
Yeah, all one-sided, and Ludington got off to a great start, which is exactly what they needed following that tough loss in the first game. Got their defense out early and often, and got a lot of easy buckets.
Yeah, we want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, carrying business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. We talked about, we were talking, Jared, that we were going to talk a bit about the tournament coming up the 29th and 30th. We'll actually talk more about that next week, folks, as we get a little bit closer, where Ludington is going to be playing. We know their boys are going to be playing at Ferndale High School. The girls are going to be playing at Westfield Prep High School. Again, that's the 29th and 30th, the 26th annual Motor City Roundball Classic. But let's talk more about this big win tonight as Ludington gets their first win of the year. 1-1 on the year now, 1-0 in the Lakes 8 Conference.
Yep, and that's what counts. You know, you never want to have a loss, but that first one non-conference, and that's why Coach Shank schedules those tough opponents and get that first win in the conference and off to a great start.
Everybody that was on the active roster tonight scored except for Levi Lehman and Coach Shank. We're going to talk about that when he comes up here as well. It's always great when you see the score sheet and you see all the points on there. Of course, he led by Peyton Lacombe, who had 25 tonight, and young David Schillinger had another superb game as well. It looks like it could be. We're waiting on the final score in the girls' game. They were up 27-26 at the end of the third. It looks like they were having a real war down there at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. But the boys freshman won, the boys JV won, the boys varsity won, the girls JV won. So we're waiting on the final outcome of the girls varsity game down there at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. We hope we have the clean sweep.
Absolutely. 5-0 is good. Even a 4-1 record wouldn't be bad, but for the girls to get a win down there in West Michigan Christian on the road to get their first conference win would be awesome.
Yeah, we're not sure. We just know the boys freshman team won. Shame on me, folks. I didn't write down the final score. But Coach Dante, the microwave Vela and his team, they win. The girls JV win by the score of 37-20. The boys JV win 57-39, and the boys varsity win 81-42. And besides the win, 2 electrifying dunks to add to the Peyton Lacombe dunkometer.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to like that one on the highlight film. I know I liked it up here, and the students liked it down there, so I'm sure he's going to rewatch that one and be very happy with himself.
Jared, I think there'll be a lot of people going onto the OSN page to watch the replays of those 2 dunks. Not the replays, you actually watch it as it happened. Because we have it all archived, and it'll be great for Oriole fans to go onto the OSN and watch those 2 dunks right there. I can't wait to go home and watch them myself.
Yeah, those are going to be good to rewatch. I might actually have to go back on there and rewatch them. That reverse dunk and then a putback one.
The first one, yeah, the reverse dunk in the first half, and then the second dunk. He had one at each end tonight.
Yep, yeah, he had to share the wealth a little bit.
He wasn't being discriminatory.
That's right.
Exactly. We're still awaiting Coach Thad Shank, who will be making his way up here momentarily And again, we thank all of our wonderful sponsors down the line. Smith & Eddy, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Also a shout out to Benedict's, Crown and Cork, House of Flavors, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Indian Summer, Lundquist, McGee, PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. Of course, Safe Harbor Credit Union, and Smith & Eddy, our exclusive post-game sponsor, and Urca's Auto Center. Here comes Coach Thad Shank right now. And Jared will give the headset up to Coach Shank. Congratulations, Coach, on your first win, your team's first win of the season. Yeah, you played a not the usual Muskegon Western Michigan Christian team tonight, and they're without their star player, who is lost for the season, I believe, and Owen Varnado.
No, he's not lost for the season.
Not lost for the season.
Probably end of January, they're thinking probably.
That's a tough break for them, and boy, your team come out strong tonight, outscoring the Warriors 23-2 in the first quarter, and had a big 48-16 lead at the half.
Yeah, I mean, they were outmanned, and it's unfortunate, to see that Vernado kid his senior year with the great career he's had have an injury like that. I mean, a couple of his partners of crime have left West Michigan Christian to go play somewhere where they think they can get more recruited, a little better recruited and stuff like that, and he's stuck around, and he's a great kid, and it's too bad to not have him out on the floor tonight because him and Peyton have been battling for 4 years, and he's special. They just don't have the depth in the program that they've normally had, and we knew it coming in, and we just knew that it would be to our advantage to make this a track meet and play fast, and that's what we did. And, no, it was, it's just good to have one of those evenings where you can get everybody in and get everybody minutes, and I don't know, almost everybody scored. I don't know if everybody did score.
Coach, we're sure what the status was on Matt Westhouse tonight.
Westy is sick at home, so he got a fever, so he was unable to be here tonight. So
Jared is right. He goes, I think you were seeing things, Scoop. I think I saw 44 in there, which Ethan Harvey was in there for you tonight. And right immediately I thought of Matt Westhouse. But Westy did not play tonight due to illness. The only player that did not score tonight was one of your starters, Levi Lehman. Everybody else scored, Coach.
Yep. Well, that's a good deal. That's a good deal.
Yep. And Levi, his first game of the year, he wasn't able to play on Tuesday. So it's always good when you get everybody in there and everybody gets on the scoring sheet. And
it's good when everybody gets in there. But you saw that second group come out, and they play better together than our first group. Our first group can sit there on the bench and see it results in layups almost every possession. And, we've got guys that we got to let play and let go and let, play with freedom, and we're doing that. But sometimes it's good for them to see that, you make 2 or 3 passes and you got guys cutting and moving and making the extra pass and playing quickly with pace, that, you can get even better shots than we're getting sometimes. And we'll have to do that against the really best teams. So
25 tonight from your big guy, your aircraft carrier, Peyton Lacombe. David Sunshine Schillinger, again, had a great game tonight. He makes everybody around him better, doesn't he, Coach?
Well, I mean, he's just a strong, athletic, skilled kid with great basketball intelligence. And when you can get the ball as deep in the paint as he gets it, I mean, that's what the offense is about, is getting deep paint touches however you can do it, because you're either getting the ball to the rim then, or the defense is collapsing and you're, putting them in closeout situations. And, so that's a great luxury for a coach to have, obviously. You don't have to call a heck of a lot. You just give them space and let them play. And we're doing much more of that than we've done the past few years. If, you watch us play in the past, we've been a little bit more of a ball control team that runs some offense, but we're not really that team right now, which is fine.
Schillinger ended up with 18 points on the evening, and they got a player there, Sam Liggett, who's a pretty good-looking ball player.
Yeah, he had a big game on Tuesday night, and when you play and you press and extend your defense like we did, the emphasis becomes we got to rotate out of our traps and stuff and find shooters. And we didn't. That's one thing that we probably didn't do great tonight, is after we've had our fun trapping and playing basketball, scramble out there and find shooters, because he got a decent amount of good looks tonight.
Student section really into it tonight. I love what they did. in honor of Oxford High School. You know, what they were just, it was a special that they could do that, paying tribute to Oxford High School and the terrible events that happened here recently. I'm looking, Coach, I've got a report here from Sarah Laird. She says with 3 minutes or so left in the game, our girls are down 35-33. And you know how hard at times it is to win at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian High School.
Yeah, you know, they got great basketball tradition. They're excited about their basketball, like our community is excited about their basketball. So usually their teams are pretty darn good. So, yeah.
We're hoping to get the girls varsity with a win tonight, complete the sweep as our boys freshman team wins under Coach Dante the Microwave Vela. Our JV wins by the score of 57-39. That's boys JV. Girls JV win 37-20. Boys varsity win big tonight by the score of 81-42. And I thought one of your former players, Jared Collins, did a really, really nice job doing color commentary as my partner tonight, and he talked very highly of you.
We only bring you guys the best, man, Scoop. I mean, you've been blessed with getting the best up here. Yeah, I mean, guy, you know, we don't just choose anybody. Guys with basketball intelligence who, you know, do all the right things. So no,
Coach,
you just wasn't talking any crap up here.
No, not at all.
No,
you know,
okay.
you put Gertzie, you put your former players up here with me, Gertzie, and you put Riley Calhoun and Jared Collins. And I know you sat in a few times, and Warren Stowe wants to sit in. Goes Charlie Gunsel. Boy, all of you guys I just mentioned, you make me sound all the better because you guys are the ones with the smarts and the X's and O's. So I thank you.
You were a little bit deprived as a child. You
played football and baseball.
Yeah, right. You know, Mike Peterson tried to get you to put the world's greatest ball in your hand, but you weren't that sharp at that point in time.
He certainly did. You're right. Mike Peterson did try to make me a basketball player, but it didn't happen. Last thing, Coach, and I'll let you go. 2 electrifying dunks tonight from Peyton Lacombe. Gives him 3 in 2 games. Gives him 24 in his varsity career. What does a dunk do? I have my opinion what a dunk does.
Obviously, you have your opinion if you're keeping a dunk-a-meter. I mean, don't you got any better things to do than keep a dunk-a-meter?
The fans love it, Coach. They want it to be activated.
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you saw with the student section in the Holly Gym.
It does add a little bit of excitement in the gym, and I mean, it can help you momentum-wise, I think. So I mean, that's good. I mean, sometimes you got Peyton so revved up, he's looking to dunk everything, though, and he's not just putting the ball in the hole. So
we saw a little.
Hey, you got to be a better team player.
Yeah, a little panache there, Coach, with that reverse dunk down at this end tonight, and
that reverse dunk, like we talked about, the reason he's getting that reverse dunk is Spencer Hackert's out denying the reverse, keeping the ball to the side, and doing what we want. So that's what I remember about the reverse dunk.
Well,
it was a nice dunk.
It was sweet. I can't wait to go home and watch it again. So, Coach, thanks for coming up. Congratulations on the win. 1-1 now in the year, 1-0 in the Lakes 8 Conference. And we will talk to you next Tuesday right back here at Hawley as you face the Benzie Central Huskies.
Okay, sounds good, Scoop. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That's Coach Thad Shank. His team wins big tonight by the score of 81-42. To move to 1-1 on the year, 1-0 again in the Lakes 8 Conference. We're still awaiting word from Muskegon Western Michigan Christian from Sarah Laird. It looks like they're down to the last minute or so in that game. They're trailing by 2, 35-33. So let's hope Coach Warren Stowe and his girls can pull that game out. Jared, that would be nice to come away with a 5-0 sweep tonight.
Yeah, it looks like they got a little bit of a battle on their hands, but lots of time left in a close game like that. We weren't saying the same thing tonight here, but definitely 3 minutes in a close game is all they need.
Exactly, and it's been a pleasure and been a lot of fun doing the game with you tonight. I look forward to doing some more games with you this season. And with that said, for our executive producer, executive director, and Orioles head boys basketball coach Thad Shank, our technical engineer for both OSN and WMOM, the one and only Braden Kronline, and our OSN camera woman, Julia Havman. This is Todd Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, saying so long from Hawley Gymnasium. Once again, your final scores in the boys JV game. Ludington wins by the score of 57-39. Girls JV, Ludington wins 37-20. The boys freshman win. Fortunately, we don't have the score on that. In the boys varsity, Ludington wins by the score of 81-42. Make sure you check out the OSN page later this evening, folks. We'll have all the scores up there. We'll have the scoring by quarter and the individual point totals as well. Folks, have yourselves a great weekend, and we'll be back on Tuesday right back here at Hawley Gym. Until then, stay safe and drive safe. Good night, folks.